read the pedigrees for you today, Mr. Jamie Miles, and he's, how many of y'all seen his deal on line some and him talking, and how many like that? Don't you love it? Yeah, let's give him a round of applause, man. And you know, it's entertaining, but really, it's educational for non-goat people, and you'd be surprised. I had a friend of mine at home that doesn't even know anything about goats, and she asked me if I knew Jamie, and I said, yeah, and she said, well, I ran across one of his things the other day, and she said it was really interesting, really cool. Now they're looking at the possibility of getting a goat or two. So, you know, we appreciate what Jamie's doing there. Education, information, anything we can do to promote the goat industry, guys, is good. So think about that as we go along. Mr. Online Man over here himself, Mr. Andy Roller, we're going to get him on TV pretty soon, so he's going to be so famous. But appreciate him and Miss Paige running the online for us today, toplivestock.com. If you're having a goat sale anywhere, anytime, be sure and get those two involved and let Andy and Miss Paige be a part of the deal. Top Livestock does a great job promoting these things and pushing them online, so we appreciate him being here. All right, and Jamie, I'm going to let you run through the consigners right quick, if you don't mind, so we'll kind of know, just call the names off. And if he doesn't have a book, he can use mine. As you go through them, if you would, as you're one of the consigners, raise your hand as he calls your name so people can kind of see who you are, guys.
All right. I need a microphone.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, folks. So first off, we've got Dr. Fred Brown, Daryl Bird. Yay, there he is. Jeff and Nona Cullen, Gary DeHaven, Bill and Keisa Francis, and we got Kenneth Jesse. We can't leave Connie out over there. She's the muscle of that. Pat Lahr and Betty Jubert, James and Rita Thompson, and James and Ashley Mansfield. Come on, you can give me a big woo-hoo. There you go. Joseph and Jamie Marks, and Joseph Miles. He won a prize. Jamie Miles, that's me. PJ Murphy, I don't think he's here, but he's got some semen in the cell. Andy and Paige Roller. Mark Schweitzer, back here on the back. Great gentleman. Greg and Sheridan Tate. There we are. Eric and Amy Vandehei. I think they actually scratched, so their goats didn't make it today. They had some problems, I think. Beth and Kurt Wood.
All right. Thank you. Good job.
All right.
Those are our consigners, guys. And if you get a chance, if you buy a goat off one of these guys, be sure and talk to them and visit with them a little bit. And if you didn't get a chance to contact them after the sale, some of you online buyers may want to call these consigners and just talk to them. It's a great relationship there. So in the ring today, we'll have Joseph over here on my left, I guess, and Miss Ashley on my right. Is that right? All right. Sounds good. And I think we're just getting off and ready to start. I know we've got some outs for you that Jamie is going to talk to you about here real quick. And Jamie, if you want to, go ahead and go through those.
All right. So we want to first go through scratches today. So lot number 3, lot number 23, lot number. All right. I won't be so anxious, Daryl.
He's new. Give him a break.
Right. 3, 23. 37.
Bingo. Whoa.
58, 70, and lot 90. Those are all scratches today. And then we have 4 substitutions for you. Lot 22, lot 30, lot 61, and lot 79 are 4 substitutions, and we'll take a extra second with those, make sure that you understand their substitution when we get to those during the sale. Say it again. 35. Lot 35, thank you. That was my first mistake of the year, so. All right. So that's our substitutions and our scratches. 81. Anybody else? We're giving out prizes if you can find another one. I'm just going by what Mike told me, so I'll blame it on him. All right, is that it? So we got 22, 30, 61, 79, 81, and lot 35. All right, are our substitutions for today. Anything else? Any more housekeeping we need to take care of, or are we ready to sell some goats? Y'all ready to sell some goats?
I think we're about ready to start, guys. Let's go ahead and bring the goats in. We'll get started here. Lot 1 coming at you now, lot 1.
All right, guys, I want to say to you, you need to remember these first few lots, lot 1, lot 2, they always are the best deals in the house. So if you come to buy a goat right now is a good time to do that. We got MRG 2589 that's coming into the ring. He's out of she.
That's lot 2.
Thank you, sir. Lot 2.
Keep us straight, Ron.
Yeah, gone. Already messing up there. Look at that.
TMK Rio.
TMK 0796. But remember, again, this is a number 1 lot coming in. It's out of TMK Rio, which goes back to Titan's Hammer, which everybody knows about, gives us some really good growth and resistance there, and then comes back down to Copyright Austin Boy, which goes back to Blues Copyright. Gotex 2689 on the dam side. Goes back to some of those original goats that come in from Dr. Ann Peischel, if you're liking some of the older genetics. Then TMK Lover's Joy. This line by Christian and Ron say this line is very dependable and has got great maternals, great size, great gut, and able to get in enough food and take care of those and raise those babies when they're born. So let's bid on lot number 1.
I'll go ahead and tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a house floor of $500 on all goats in the sale. Seaman will have a $200 floor on that, so just know that's the way it's going to be. I think we got one purebred in the sale floor on that will be $400. So that's where we're going to work today. $500 will be the house floor, guys. Here's a nice doe. Lot 1 coming at you, guys. A TMK Rio over a Gotex 2689. What a nice female in the ring. Nice color doe and a darn nice doe on her. How much on her? Here we go. $3 grand. 3 anywhere. Everybody get 3 anywhere. Everybody get 2. 1. How much? 500. Everybody get 5.5 anywhere. 5.5. $600 bill. Everybody get 6 anywhere. $600 bill. 550. 600. Now half. Computers winning. 600. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get $600 bill. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5 anywhere. 6 bids. 6.5. Computers in. 600. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get $600 bill. Everybody get 50. 6 bids. 6.5 anywhere. 600. Everybody get half. Now 7. 700. Everybody get 7 anywhere. Everybody get $7 bill. Everybody get 7. 700. Everybody get 7 anywhere. 650 bids. 700. Everybody get 7 anywhere. Everybody get $7 bill. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 7. Anybody else? 650, 700, 700. Are you done? Let her out. 650. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 7. 650. Sold her. 650. Buyer number 2637. Thank you, Andy. Good job.
All right. Go to, we have in the ring now. I got it right this time, Ron. Thank you for correcting me earlier there. This one is MRG 2589 and goes back to MRG. Sire on for her is HH Tricks, which then goes back to CVK Hammerhead, West Virginia 18. Of course, they're out of a Hammerhead or Titan's Hammer buck over CVK June, which is great maternals there. Hammerhead was number 9 in the West Virginia buck test in 18, and he's a full brother to Chinook and Kahuna, if y'all don't already know that. Also on the maternal side of that buck, it goes back to Blues Copyright. And PJM Carbon Copy, was one of the only sons that PJ let out of his farm. One of the only 2 sons that was let out from Blues Copyright. He kind of kept those pretty tight-fisted. Then down on the maternal side, you got Red Bull, which sired several top 10 finishers in West Virginia PA buck test as well. And then you've got Sunny Boy and Thriller. Back to Warsaw, but if you look at the bottom side, this is line bred Sunny Boy on the bottom side, which is great for resistance as well. So let's sell number 2, MRG 2589.
What a pretty upstanding doe, guys. Take a look at her. How many is here? 2 grand. 2 in the rear. Everybody get $2,000 bill. Everybody get 21. How about $1,000 bill? 500. 5.5 anywhere. 550 where? Everybody get 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get $500 bill. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5 anywhere. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5.5. Anybody looking here, guys? 550 where? Everybody get $500 bill. Everybody get 5.5. Hammerhead over a Red Bull. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. Better knowing that, guys. Take a look now. Come on. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5.5. 5.5 anywhere. Who wants in for 500? 500. Now half. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5.5. Joe's in. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5 anywhere. Anybody else? 5.50. 500. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 500. Let her out. 5.50. 500. Everybody get 5.5. Sold her 500. Thank you. 500. Bar number, he's getting it. 417. Thank you, Joe. 417.
All right, guys, lot number 3 is one of our scratches that we had today. Coming in the ring now is lot number 4, and it goes for James Thompson's farm, MCT0283. Comes out of Webb Artemis, which goes back to Stag, which goes back to Webb's Dominator, and all the way back to Webb Ginger. We all know that Webb Ginger was one of Weber's foundation does, and it seemed like anything he put her with made good bucks and good does out of it. Then you go down there, you got CBK June, Webb, Hoosier Hammer. Again, you got double bred Webb Ginger on the top, and then it comes back down to BWP Pepe's Keeper, and down to Keeper Girl, which is out of Keeper's 365 Girl, which is out of Goliath Keeper. So let's sell her. She's good. This farm does a lot of performance testing, so you can be sure that this doe will go and work for you.
Performance doe in the ring, guys. How much on her? Here we go. $3 grand. 3 in the wear. Everybody get 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. 500, 5 and a half in the wear. 550, 500. Everybody get 5 and a half in the wear. Everybody get 5 on the bill. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half in the wear. Performance doe in the ring. Performance family, guys, coming from a great farm here. 500. Everybody get 5 and a half in the wear. You got it? Where you at? 5. I thought I heard somebody 5 and a half in the wear. Everybody get 5, everybody get 50 wear. Everybody get 5, 5 and a half. 500. Everybody get 50 wear. Everybody get 5 on the bill. Everybody get 5 and a half in the wear. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Better doing that, guys. Take a look now. Selling females today. Anybody come to buy them? 5, 5 and a half in the wear. Everybody get 5, 5, 50 wear. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Who wants in for 500? 500. Was that you yelled a minute ago? 500. Now half. My bad. 5, 5 and a half in the wear. Everybody get 5, everybody get 50 wear. Everybody get 5, 5 and a half, 5, 5 and a half. Anybody else? 5, 5, 50 wear. Everybody get 5 on the bill. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. I sold her 500. Thank you. 500. Buyer number?
433.
433. Thank you. 433. Lot number 5.
All right, we got lot number 5 coming in the ring. This is SWC Aces Paladin Revelation. Paladin Revelation was born and raised a twin. She had a weaning weight of 42 pounds, and her current weight is 86.6 pounds. She's a smaller frame doe that is deep-bodied. She's not needed any extra attention. She's out of TMK Aces 8, and I have to say that I personally saw Aces 8 last year at the Kentucky sale. If you want to see a buck that's got huge bone, big depth, big width, and a muscular buck, he's one of them. And on the bottom side there, also TMK Aces 8 sired the top 10 buck in the 7th overall in the 2025 West Virginia test. Her dam is an excellent mother, and we expect this doe to be an excellent producer as well.
Wild Bill over Paladin, guys. How much on her? Here we go. 3 grand, 2 on. Everybody get in. 500. 5 and a half everywhere. 5, 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 50. 5, 5 and a half everywhere. 5, 50, 500. Everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Money, half everywhere. Everybody get 5 on the bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. Anybody else? 5, 5, 50 where? 5, 5 and a go Lane Steeler. 5, 5 and a half everywhere. Computers winning. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody money, 50 where? Everybody get 500. 5 and a half. 500. 5 and a half. Let her out. 5, 5 and a half everywhere. Bid if you want her. 5, 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5, 5 and a half. 5, 5 and a half. Anybody else? I have. Computers got her. 500, 5 and a half. I sold her 500. Thank you. 500. You got her, Andy. Buyer number 2626. Is that right? Yes, sir. 2626. Thank you, Andy. Top livestock doing the job.
All right, we have lot number 6 in the ring is ASHF Pilgrim's Temptress. Pilgrim's Temptress is out of Duke's Pilgrim, which is one of Curtis Brazil's bucks that Ashley was talking about, and I think Curtis actually tried to get a hold of Ashley and see if about maybe getting this doe back. She bought this doe bred, and he says that he's not letting any of them out. If you saw him on Facebook, he's not letting any of these Pilgrim daughters out, so this is going to be one of your only chances right at this moment to get one. And her entire herd is tested negative for CAE, CL, Yonis. So let's sell a great doe here that's got a great pedigree. See how she does.
I don't have to tell you guys what kind of a job Asheville does with their goats, guys. And here's a Duke's Pilgrim daughter over a Woody female. How much on her? Here we go. 4 grand. 4 to wear. Better get 3. Better get 2. Better get $1,000 bill. Better get 10. $1,000 bill. 1,100. Thank you. 11, 12. 12 to wear. Better get $12 bill. Better get 12. Wear 11, 12 to 12 to 12. 1,300. 1,300. Now 14. 14. Better get 14. Wear. Better get 1,400. Better get 14. Better get 14. Now 15. 15. Yeah, computer. 15. 16. 16. 17. Computer. Your turn. 1,600. Better get 16. Wear. Better get 50. Better get 60. Wear. where? Better get 16, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 19, now 2. 2,000 to bill. Better get 2 to where? Better get 2,000 to bill. Better get 2 to 21. 1. Your computer. 2,100. Better get 2,000 to bill. Better get 21. 1. Computer, your turn. 2,000 to bill. Bids in the crowd. 2,000 to bill. Better get 21. Where? Better get 21. 1. Don't lose that kind of dough for that kind of money, guys. 2,000 to bill. Better get 21. Where? One of the good ones from Asheville. 2,100. Better get 21. Where? Better get 2,000 to bill. But my man's in the back now. 2,000 to bill. Better get 21. Where? Better get 21. 2, 22, 3. Right again. 2,200. Better get 3 anywhere. Better get 23. No 3. 3. No 4. 24. No 5. 24 bid. 25 to where? Better get 25. Your turn, computer. 24. Money. 25 to where? Better get 24. Better get 25. 5. 24 bid. 25. 2,500. Better get 5. Negative all the way around, boys. 24. 25 to where? Your turn, computer. Come on now. 24. Better get 5 to where? Better get 25. 5. Don't think about it. Just go ahead and buy her. You want her. You know you do. 24. Better get 5 to where? Better get 24. More seller. 2,400. Better get 5 to where? Better get 24. Better get 25. 5. Let her out. 2,400. Better get 25 to where? Better get 24. Better get 25. Boom. Back to back. Got her 2,400. Thank you.
421.
421. Thank you, Joe. Good job. 2,400. Thank you, Andy. Good job. Good try.
All right, coming in the ring, or already in the ring.
Thank you, my
today
friend. Appreciate it. You know you got a good dough. Thank you, Ashley.
Is number 7. That'll be WPK Coronas 265. Andy says that her sire OLF Pangos Corona sired the 2025 Florida number 3 overall buck and the 2022 EOSC Reserve AD champion. And the dam WPK Hammers Blossom is a result of Titans Hammers flush that they did that has been very productive. It says he's probably going to go back to that flush again. You look here at the pedigree a little bit, it goes back from Corona's 265 to Pango's Corona, all the way back to Pango Hua, which has done really good on Andy's farm. Pango Hua is great for parasite resistance, has great udders, and gives your does great maternals. On the bottom side, of course, you got Titan's Hammer that we all know about, which gives that great size and resistance. And if you look, the bottom side is Gold Mines Heritage or Line Bed, Goliath, Gotex Goliath. All right, let's sell this beautiful dough.
Nice dough from Warriors Path, guys. Pango Hua over a Titan's Hammer. You gotta like that. How much on her? $3 grand. 3 anywhere. Better get 3 anywhere. Better get 2, 2, 1, 1, 500, 600. Better get 60 anywhere. Better get 600 on bill. 600. Better get 60 anywhere. Better get 500 on bill. Better get 60 anywhere. Better get 600 and 7. 6 bids. 7 anywhere. Better get 7 on bill. Better get 7 anywhere. Better get 600 on bill. Better get 700. Now 8, 7, 8 anywhere. 8 now. 9. Better get 9. Better get 1,000 on bill. Better get 10. 10, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. You're out of here. 19, down 1,100. 1,100, your turn. 1,100, better get 10, 11, 11, no bill, better get 10, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. What are you going to do? 1,100, 1,100. I'm on top now. 10, 11 anywhere, better get down on the bill. 1,100, 1,100, 1,100. Nice, big kind of a doe, isn't she? Upstanding, pretty female. You know she's going to make a mama. 1,100, 1,100. Down on the bill, on top. 1,100, 11, 11, no bill, better get 10, 11, 11, 11, 1,100. I'm going to settle you down. Down on the bill, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, better get 11. Sold her top row, $1,000 bill. Thank you, sir. 405. Thank you, Joe. You know I can't see that far. You're doing a good job.
All right, coming in the ring today, Kenneth and Connie's brought us KDJ Tomahawk's Windy Excursion. She's out of Tomahawk's Outlaw, which comes out of one of those significant or one of many crosses that they did with Outlaw over GHKA 59. This buck I again have personally seen. It's large boned, got a deep chest, wide in the front, and was a high seller in the buck at Cookville. On the bottom side, you've got KDG Hammer's Breeze, and it goes back to Webb's Hoosier Hammer, which produced multiple buck test champions. And then you got MRG Titans Hammer and Webb Ginger there again, which produced that Hoosiers Hammer, Webb Hoosiers Hammer. One thing I want you guys, if you've got your pedigrees and can look at, if you'll go back and look at Kenneth and Connie's pedigree, you go back to the great-grandparents, and they have got the same doe line all the way up. So you know this doe's been, and this doe line has been production for them. So this will be the 4th generation of doe coming off of their farm. So bid with confidence on this one.
Jamie just said something really important, and I don't think I have to tell any of you guys that, Lord. These female lines are terrific. Look at this doe. Just profile her standing right there. Nice top on her. She's out square on those feet and legs. Got an excellent balance to her, just a real female, and that shows you the kind of females they've been producing, guys. And I love these badger face does. I don't care what color they are. Don't you like her? $3 grand. 3, 2. Everybody get in. $1,000 500. Everybody get in. 500. 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 550 where. Everybody get $500. Everybody get 5.5. Like this dough. 550. Who wants in? 500. Everybody get 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get $500. Everybody get 50 where. Everybody get 5. 5.5. 5.5. Anybody looking? 500. Everybody get 50 where. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. I believe you're missing a good dough here, guys. 550 where. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5. A great female family line here, guys. 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50 where. Everybody get 5. 5.5. 5.5. Who wants in for 500? 500. Guys, here's a better dough. You bet. 500. 9.5. 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50 where. Everybody get 5. 5.5. 5.5. Profile that dough. Tell me you don't like her. 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5. 550. I have. Boom. You bought her, friend. 500. Thank you. Take advantage when you get it. 425. 425. Thank you.
Okay, y'all gotta wake up and get them arms in the air.
That's right.
Y'all
Tell them, Ashley.
out there.
Let's go here. We're having a goat sale, right, Ashley?
We haven't go.
That's right. Woo!
All right, let's all wake up and look at lot number 9.
Here you go, Myers. She got.
This is SMK 281. Dr. Fred says this doe resulted from a cross of Red Bull, MRG 2333, and the son over some of his best on Mountain Kiko's homegrown doe lines. On the dam side, you see the buck Herschel's Hoss, which featured and produced the number 2 overall buck in 2024 West Virginia test. This resulted in some very field-hardy does that should be ready to go to work for you. So you go back, this MRG 2333 goes back to Red Bull, which goes back to Thriller, which goes back to Sunny Boy, who we know has produced lots and lots of buck test participants and some winners and top 10 finishers. And then on the bottom you got GHK Creamy Iron Horse, which goes back to Iron Horse. You get down here and look at SMK 281's maternal side. You got Herschel's Hoss, which produced the number 2 overall buck again. Goes back to Little Joe's Herschel and goes back to Little Joe. Never personally seen him, but been in conversations and heard them talked about that those bugs were structurally correct and big. And you go down and look at OLF White Lightning, which comes out of that generator over Pango, which is a kind of that OLF White Lightning has produced many, many good offspring. So let's sell to SMK 281.
Nice young feminine doe here, guys. Red doe in the ring. How much on her? 2 grand. 2 in the rear. Everybody get 1, 1, 1. How about 500? 5.5 at the rear. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50 rear. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. Who wants in for 500? Let's go. 500. Everybody get 5 at the rear. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 500. Who wants in? 500. Everybody get 5 at the rear. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Young feminine doe, guys, and that's fertility. 5, 5.5. Thank you. Now 600. 600. Everybody get 60 rear. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600. Computers winning. 5.5. Everybody get 60 rear. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600. 600. Pretty doe, isn't she? 5.5. Everybody get 5.5. 600. Everybody get 60 rear. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 5.5. 600. 600. Buy her if you want her. 600. Everybody get 5. Computers winning. Let her out. 550. Everybody get 60 rear. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 600. 600. 600. Where? I sold her 550. Computer. Buyer number 2660.
All
2660.
right, coming in the ring right now is SSFK June ×3, and the name just says it all. This is from my farm. It's a pedigree that I put together. She's got Goat Bully, which is my buck, and he's sired by a Big Kahuna over Besla. Then if you look at the great-grandparents line, you've got Titan's Hammer over June 2, which goes back to Cherokee Fiddler over Lady Blackbird. Then you've got Lynn 8 over AVG June. Then you got LRF Pango Hula over June again. So this line actually has June, June 2, and June 3. And if you've been in the business long, you know about these maternals. If not, this is a stacked pedigree for maternals. We all like to look at the bucks and the buck lines, but I think if we make a mistake if we don't look back at the females as well and try to keep good female lines in our pedigrees.
Big mistake not looking at the female lines, guys. And here's a doe that's just got, I mean, probably the who's who of pedigree on this female line on this good doe, guys. Don't you like her? How much here? 3 grand. 3 anywhere. Everybody get 3,000 to the bid. Everybody get 2, 1, 1, 1, 500. Everybody get 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5, 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5, 550 where. Female line won't quit. 5.5, 600. 600. Everybody get 60 where. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600, 600 where. 600. Now half. Now 7. 700. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 7 on the bid. Everybody get 6.5. Everybody get 7. Top Pro. Is that right, Joe? 6 and a half, everybody gets 70, everybody gets 7 on bill, everybody gets 777. Guys, here's a female that I promise you will go home and work like a dog for you. She's from our greatest female family in this breed almost. 5 and a half, 6 and a half, 700. 70, everybody gets 7 on bill, everybody gets 6 and a half, everybody gets 70, everybody gets 7 on bill. You got it 7 and a half, 7, 7 and a half. Computers winning, boys. You got on top. 7, 7 and a half, everybody gets 7 and a half, everybody gets 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. You go back in, 7 bids, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Computers in. 700, 7 and a half, everybody gets 7 and a half, everybody gets half, everybody gets 7, 7 and a half, 7, 7 and a half. Anybody else? 7, 750, where everybody gets 7 on bill, everybody gets 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Won't buy a better female line, guys. 7, 750. Let her out. 7, 7 and a half. Computer got her. 700. Thank you. 700, 26, 28. Thank you, Andy. I do like to hear you yell them numbers out. I guess I ought to quit.
All right.
26, 28, Shabar.
Coming in the ring right now, we have number 11, which is TMK 0794. Goes back to Keeper's Earmark, which is a Goliath Keeper's son. And then we got Wild Bill Cali, which goes which goes back to Wild Bill. You put both of these together, you got size and resistance for sure. And then if that wasn't enough, you got on that top side, you got GHK Z16, which goes back to Iron Horse, and we just thought we needed another little bit of size thrown in there for that. Then you move on down to the dam side of this. You got CVK Chinook 553, which is out of that Chinook, West Virginia 18, who was one of those West Virginia top placers in that production test there, and is out of Titan's Hammer, CVK June 2, and back to Pango. So this line is stacked up with size and resistance and pedigree as well. So let's sell $794.
Nice throw in the ring, guys. 3 grand, 3, 2. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill. Everybody get 500, 5 and a half, everywhere. 600. 6 bids, 6 and a half. Half it, everybody get half it, everybody get half it, everybody gets 6 and a half. 700, 9, 7 half it, everybody gets our computer. 7, 7 half it, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7 half it, everywhere. 7 bids, 7 and a half. Everybody get half it, everybody gets 7, everybody get 50. 7 and a half. Now 800, 800. Your computer. 800 bill. Everybody get 800 bill. You got in the back, boys. 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody gets 7 and a half. Everybody get 80. Your turn, computer. 800 bill. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody get 80. Like this dough. 800, everybody give 80, where everybody get on bill, everybody get 7 and a half, everybody give 80, 800 on bill. Better dough on that, guys, 7 and a half, 800, everybody give 80. Goliath Keeper over a Chinook, 7 and a half, everybody give 800 on bill, everybody give 80, where everybody get on bill, everybody get 7 and a half, everybody give 80. I'm gonna sell every day. 7 and a half, everybody give 8. Anybody else? 7 and a half, everybody give 80, where, hey, let her out. 7 and a half, everybody give 80, where you get on bill. Boom, 750 got her right over here. 750 with 4, 3-1. Thank you, Bill. 431 got her. Thank you. Lot 12 coming at you guys, lot 12.
All right, lot 12's in the ring, and this is STO Rosalie. This is out of Bill and Keisa Francis Farm. STO was sired by Webb Generator 1903. He produced a number 4 overall buck and a number 2 ADG buck in the West Virginia buck test in 2025. He is a son of Generator. We all know that last weekend we had 2 Generator's daughters sales for, what was it, almost $9,000, something like that. So Generator not only gives us the pedigree and the size and the strength and the body that we want, but it also is well sought after in our pedigrees. Generator's Ginger is a dam of Webb Ginger, who is a daughter of CGI Shogun, and Shogun produces fast-growing and colorful kids. Tallulah, the mother of this doe, or yearling, lived till she was 11 years old, and even at 11 years old, she had a great bag. So if you're looking for production and longevity in your farm, this is a doe for you. And don't forget that longevity produces money in your pocket because you're not having to replace those does.
Longevity in production, guys, and female lines. Here you go. She's got it. How much on her? 3 grand, 2 on. Everybody get in. 500. 5 and a half it where? Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 and a half it where? Everybody get 5, 550 where? Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Who's saying? 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Hurry if you want her. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. Who's saying for 500? 500. Now half. 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5 and a half. Talk like longevity, guys. We just talked about it, and production. Here's a little dough that'll make you money for a long time. I got 500. Now half. 550 where? Everybody get 5 and a half. 600, 600, 600, 600 and a half. You got Andy. 6 bids, 6 and a half. You got computer. 600. Everybody get half it where? Everybody get 600. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get half it where? Everybody get 600. Everybody get 50. 6 bids, 6 and a half. Everybody get half it where? Everybody get half it where? Everybody get half it where? Everybody get 600. Everybody get 50. Let her out. 6 bids, 6 and a half it where? Everybody get half it where? Everybody get 600. Everybody get 50. I have Sort her back in the back here, 600, thank you, ma'am. 404, thank you, 404, 600, bought a nice doe. Here we go, lot 13, lot 13.
All right, lot 13 coming in the ring today is MRG London. And Mike just wanted me to let you know that London just welcomed twins, or just weaned twins, excuse me, and they weighed about 80 pounds each. And one of those bucks is actually going to this year's buck test, was just placed over there yesterday and started the test yesterday. She is out of a Red Bull, who produced sons in the top 10 in West Virginia and the top Kiko in the PA test. MRG Thriller goes back to, is the brother of Outlaw and produced Outlaw and Thriller. We all know produced several buck test winners. And GHK Iron Horse Creamy is a doe that you see several times in MRG's pedigrees. On the bottom side, you got Keeper's Lacey, which goes back to Goliath Keeper, and then go back to Goat Tex Goliath. And then on the bottom, you got some Nick daughters as well. So you're going to have size, plenty of resistance, plenty of production testing. So let's sell her.
Oh my, great doe here from MRG Farm, guys. You got to like this from Thriller over at Glass Keeper. Just weaned buck kids. Did you catch that? Weighed about 80-some pound apiece. Just weaned buck kids. My. She's been working for a living and will continue to do it for you. How much on her? $3 grand. 3 anywhere. Better get 3. Better get 2. Better get $1,000 bill. Better get 10. 500. 5 and a half everywhere. Better get in. 550. 500. Now 5 and a half everywhere. Better get 5 and a half everywhere. Better get $1,000 bill. Better get 50 where. 5 bid. 5 and a half on top row. 500. Better get 5 everywhere. Better get 500. Better get 50 where. Better get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Anybody thinking here, guys? This doe just weaned twins, weighing 80-some pound apiece. She's a Thriller granddaughter over a Goliath Keeper granddaughter. I mean, you just got to like this pedigree, and you got to like what she's doing, guys. She's been in production. Help yourself. 500, 5 and a half. Hurry if you want her. 500, better get 50. Where here's a doe worth more money. 500, better get 5 and a half everywhere. Better get 550. Better get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. More son, we done. 500, better get 50. Where? Better get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Anybody else? 500, better get 550. 550. Boom, you got her, my friend. 500. What's that number on top there, Joe? 408, thank you, sir. 408, thank you, my friend. Nice doe, you're going to like her. She'll make money for you, I believe, every day. Lot 14.
All right, lot 4 coming in the ring. Got some beautiful color as she steps in. We love those blue hues that we see on these does and bucks that we have. It's one of my favorites, and it's CSP Noble Sapphire. This doe was sired by JFK Noble and out of OLF Ruby Tuesday, who was a flush mate sister of OLF Honcho's Keeper. The doe had a 90-day weaning weight of 46 pounds and a weaning weight index on his farm of 105. So on the top side, we go back to JFK Noble, who's out of Tasman Aristocrat, and then that Southwest Jocelyn goes back to Terminator as well. And then on the dam side of the top, we have Goliath Imprint and PGR Onyx Lily, which is a great doe, and several pedigrees. She produces wonderful. And that OLF Ruby is a sister to, once again, to that Honcho's Keeper. On the bottom side, we've got some of the older genetics of Gotex 6289, and then exclusively blue. So beautiful doe in the ring, great pedigree. Let's sell her.
Watch this doe when she turns around, guys, how wide she is in the front end, how square she is behind. Gary's brought you a super nice doe here. I'm talking about a good female, and she indexed 105.
Let me say, I forgot to say this, and I apologize if I have for others. They're negative for CL, CAE, and Yonis. I forgot to put that in there.
Negative all the way around. I'm talking about a dang good gray doe in the ring, boys. How much on her? 3 grand. 3 anywhere. Better get 2. Better get 1. Better get 500. Better get 600. Better get 5 and a half anywhere. 600. 600. Better get 60 anywhere. Better get 600 bill. Better get 5 and a half. Better get 60 anywhere. Better get 600 bill. 600. Better get 60 anywhere. Better get 5 and a half. Better get 600. 600. Anybody looking here, guys? 600. 9. 6 and a half anywhere. Better get half. Now 7. 7. Joe, you got 700 bill. 700. 9 half. 7 and a half anywhere. Better get 7 and a half. Better get 7 and a half. Better get 7 and a half anywhere. 7 bid. 7 and a half. You got on top, boys. 7. 7 and a half anywhere. Better get 7 bid. 7 and a half anywhere. 700. Better get half anywhere. Better get 7 and a half. Better get 7 and a half. Better get 7. Here's a better doe, guys. 7. 7 and a half. Better get 7 and a half anywhere. Better get 7. Better get half anywhere. perfect horn set, beautiful gray doe, wide in front, square in the back. I'm talking about puts those feet down right every time she sits them on the ground, guys. And here's a really feminine, young-looking doe. I got to believe we're wrong, boys. 7, 7.5. What are you going to do? 700, but you can have it away, but you get 7.5, but you get 7.5, but you get 7.5, and I'm going to settle me down. 7 bid, 7.5 to wear, but you get 7.5. Joe's in. 700, but half. Now 800. Yeah, Joe. Say 800, but you get wear, but you get no bill. 800, 800, 800, 800. Now half. Yeah, computer. 8.5 in the rear here, but you half in the rear here, but you get 50, 88.5, 88.5. Your turn, computer. 8 bid, 850 wear, but you half in the rear, 800 no bill, but you get 8.5. Bids in the crowd. 8 bid, 8.5, 8.5 in the rear, 800, but you get 50, 88.5, 88.5. They gonna like her if they get to see her. 8.5 in the rear, 800, but you get 50, 88.5, 88.5, 88.5. Boy, that's close. Tell them not to try to get in heaven like that. 8.5, 900. 8.5, but again, 9 no bill, but again, 900. Buy that good doe. 900. Oh, don't quit now. That's a good doe. 900. 8.5, but again, 9 where, but again, 9 no bill, but again, 9 to 9. We almost owned her. 8.5, but again, 9 no bill, but again, 9 where, but again, 9 to 9 to 9, 9, 9. He said no. Computer got her. 850, 850. Thank you. Appreciate you bidding on her. 2652. Thank you, Andy. Keep me straight.
All right.
2652.
Coming in the ring now, we've got lot number 15, and we told you we'd let you know this is a purebred. This is the only purebred we have in the sale. Everything else has been and will be a New Zealand. So this is a purebred in the ring. Tater Patch Acres said that all their stuff is vaccinated for CD&T and negative for CL, CAE, and Yonis. And this good-looking doe here is TPA Caroline, and she goes back to GHK High Voltage, which goes back to Generator, over an MGR Lightning's Lady, which goes back to Sunboy Waco 9, who's probably tested, from what I've read and found out while studying, more buck test participants in the early ages buck test than any others. Goes back to Strike Gold, which is a large, big, well-framed, well-built buck. And then on the dam side, we have Cherokee Fiddler and the grandparent line over GHK D11, which is an Iron Horse daughter, again out of a wonderful daughter, Skybird Salsa P6. And then we got Terminator 3, which is, of course, out of Terminator 2, and that's resistant. So, again, we've got testing, we've got size, we've got growth, we've got parasite resistance, all wrapped up into one good package. So let's sell her.
Got a whole deal here for you. A lot of good stuff in that pedigree, guys. Help yourself, purebred doe now. How much on her? Here we go. $2,000. 2 to wear. Better get 1. Better get 500. Better get 5 to wear. Better get 400. Not half. 4, 4.5 to wear. Better get 4 no bill. Better get 50 wear. Better get 4 no bill. Better get 4.5, half. 4.5 to wear. Better get 4, 4.5 to wear. Who wants in for 400?
I got it.
Got it, 400, not half, thank you. 4, 4.5 to wear, better get 4.5, better get half to wear, better get 4 no bill, better get half to wear, better get, y'all know what goats are bringing on the market? 4, 4.5, here's a doe, make you some money right quick. 400, better get half to wear, better get 400, better get 400, better get 4.5 to wear, better get 4 no bill, better get 50 wear, better get 400, 4.5, half, now 5. 4.5, better get 5 to wear, better get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 4.5, better get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 4.5, better get 5 to wear, better get 5 no bill, better get 4.5, better get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And a pretty doe, 4.5, better get 5 to wear, better get 5 to wear, better get 4.5, better get 5. I'm gonna settle you down, 4.5, better get 5. Anybody else? 450, 500, 500, 500. Boom, sold her 4.5, 4.5. You got her in there. Buy number 2611. 450 to 2611. Thank you, sir. Good job.
All right, coming in the ring now is DOG Myriad, and just want you to know that Jeff and Nona Cullen have been testing their herd for the last 12 years, and they have been negative for CL, CAE, and Yonis. And this is Dog Myriad. She's out of Iron Tartan, which is out of ROW Iron Man, which of course goes back to that Iron Horse lineage, which is going to give you that size and production size there and rapid growth. And then it goes back to PJM Pharaoh copyright, which goes back to some copyright Austin's and Blues copyright, which again is going to give you resistance, going to give you size, going to give you growth, and has done some good testing in many of the different buck tests. On the dam side, we go to Odin's Powder, which is TMK. It goes back to Odin and back to Terminator 3. And then on the bottom side of that, we've got GHK Windy Hill Onyx Star, which is out of Tay Onyx. Beautiful doe in the ring. A really nice doe that they brought for us today, so let's sell her.
Nice female here, guys. Nice female here from the abandoned dog. Hey, like her, come to the sale, $2,000. 2 to wear, but get 2, 1, how about 500, 5.5 to wear. 550, 500, but get 5.5 to wear, but get 5 bill, but get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5 to wear, but get 5, 550 wear, but get 5 bill, but get 5.5. Better doing that, guys. 500, but get 5.5 to wear, but get 5, 550, 5, 550 wear. Who wants in for 500? 500. 500 where? Everybody get 500 bill. Everybody get 500. 9.5. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 550 where? Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. Anybody else? 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5.5. Nice doe, guys. Very feminine, very balanced. Pretty young doe. 5.5 everywhere. Let her out. 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5.50 where? Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. I sold her 500 right over here. 500. Thank you. 425. Is that right? 500 to 425.
All right, lot number 17 is in the ring. Comes from Schweitzer, Mark Schweitzer, CHG Schweitzer's Ashley Girl. And he said that the doe out of White Lightning, this doe is out of White Lightning, White Lightning has been his main herd sire for the past 5 years. He is extremely parasite resistant, had a lot of daughters that he has kept in his herd and who are doing very well. This doeling has never needed any deworming or any other things done to it. So she's out of that White Lightning, which goes back to Black Paradox, which goes back to Sunboy 149. And there again, we got another wonderful mother there in the maternal end, which is Tasman Toya. And on the bottom side, you see CVK Hammerhead, West Virginia 18, which is some of that testing genetics, which goes back to Titan's Hammer over June 2, and which goes back to Pango Hua and June. And then you got SSK Blue Rambo, which is out of Ozarks Bounty, and D12. And we all know that D12 goes back to one of Wayne Sims' does that he's built his herd off of. So he says it's one of the best does that he's ever had. So again, you've got testing, you've got good maternals, and you've got good quality in this pedigree and a good quality doe standing in the ring. So let's sell her.
Nice doe here, guys. Got a little color to her, too, doesn't she? How much on her? $3,000. 3 anywhere. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 1. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5.5 everywhere. 5.5. 600. 9.5. 6.5. Everybody get 5 everywhere. Everybody got 700 on bill. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 700. 9.5. 7.5 everywhere. 800. Everybody get anywhere. 8. 8.5. 8.5. 9.5 thousand on bill. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 9.5. Everybody get 1,000 on bill. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 9.5 thousand on bill. 9.5. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. Y'all want back in? 9.5. 10. 10. 10. Buy that good doe. 9.5. Everybody get 1,000 on bill. Everybody get 10. 10. 10. Just a little more money for a great doe, guys. 10. 1,000 on bill. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 9.5. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 9.5 thousand on bill. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. Anybody else? 9.50. Joe's in. 9.5. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. I have sold her 9.50. Thank you. 9.50. 433. Thank you, Joe. 433. Good job. Nice doe.
Hold up, we're selling a semen lot next. Hold up. Semen lot. So lot number 18 will be a frozen asset. It'll be a semen lot. Comes from PJ Murphy. It's going to be Blues copyright. Was sired out of ELH Blues son over an MGR Lightning's Lady, which is Sunboy Waco 139 daughter. Blues copyright dam. MGR Lightning's Lady TO6 was out of VIC Victoria's Farm Puddin', who was a Sunboy 117, otherwise known as Lover Boy daughter. This made copyrights dam a full sister to MRG Titan. Copyright became famous after siring over 25 tested bucks at 3 different buck tests over multiple years and had record breakers of top 10 finishers. His son repeatedly produced test winners and test bucks. Got a good lot of semen here. Everybody knows about it. Let's sell it.
2 straws of semen, 2 straws of semen stored at Bonanza, guys, on Blues copyright. How much? Here we go. $4,000. 4 to where? Everybody get 3,000 on the bill. Everybody get 2,000 on the bill. How about 1,000? Everybody get in. 1,000 on the bill. 1,100. 11, 12. Everybody get 12. Everybody get 12, 12, 12. 1,300. Everybody get 13. Where? Everybody get 13, 13, 13, 13, 1,400. 13 bid. 14. Where? Everybody get 14. Everybody get 14. Everybody get 14. Where? Everybody get 13. Everybody get 1,400. 13. Everybody get 14. Where? Everybody get 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16. 1,600. Everybody get 16. Where? Everybody get 16, 16, 17. 1,700. Everybody get 70. Where? Everybody get 17, 17, 1,700. 16 bid. 1,700. 1,700. Everybody get 70. Where? where? Everybody gets 17, 18, 19, 1900, 19, now half, 19, but give half it where? Everybody get 19 bid, 19 and a half, you got Andy, 19, but give half it where? Computers out, 19, I'm in the house, 19, but give half it where? Everybody get 19 bid, 1950 where? Everybody get 19, but get 19 and a half, 1900, but give 50 where? Everybody get 19, but get 19 and a half, half, 19 and a half it where? 19 bid, 19 and a half, but get half it where? Everybody get 19 half, now 2,000 little bid, but get 19 and a half, but get 2, you're still out, computer, 19, my man's in, 19, you're back in, 19 and a half, but get 2 in the word, but get 2,000 little bid, but get 19, but get 2, 19 and a half, but get 2 in the word, but get 2,000 little bid, but get 19, but get 2, are you done, computer? 19 and a half, but get 2 in the word, but get 2,000 little bid, how about you, 2, 19 and a half, but get 2 in the word, but get 2,000 little bid, but get 19 and a half, 2,000, I have 19 and a half, 2, sold it 19 and a half straight away, 1950, 402, thank you, Joe, 402.
All right, we got another semen lot coming up, and if you, Mike set this up perfectly, so if you know about Blues Copyright, you know about PJM Carbon Copy. He's one of the only 2 bucks that PJ let go out of Blues Copyright. It's stored at Bonanza, so you know what you're looking for, you know what you bid, and the last one just went for $19.50. Let's sell this lot of semen.
2 straws of semen out of a son of Blues Copyright. How much here? How much here? Go 2,000 little bill. 2 in the way. Everybody get 2 where? Everybody get 2. How about 1,000? Everybody get 10. $1,000 bill. Everybody get 2 in the where? 2 straws now. 1,000 little bill. Everybody get 2 in the where? Got 500. 5 and a half. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 5 little bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Everybody look in here, guys. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Everybody get 5, 50. 500. Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 5, 5 and a half. 600. 60 where? Computers winning. 5 and a half. Everybody get 600 bill. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 60 where? Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 600. We just sold his daddy for $19.50. I believe this buck ought to be worth a little more than this, boys. $5.50. What are you going to do? 500. Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Everybody get 5, 550 where? 5. You got 550 in here or 500?
I got 550.
Got 550, 600, 600, guys, 600. Anybody want to get 5 and a half? Everybody get 60 where? Money, 60 where? 600, not half. 6 bid, 6 and a half. Everybody get half it where? Everybody get half it where? Everybody get 600. Everybody get half. 7. 650 bid, 700. 70 where? Everybody get 7 no bill. Everybody get 70 where? Everybody get 7 no bill. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody gets a Blues Copyright Son, guys, over a GNW07 dough. Believe we're wrong. 700, now half. 7 and a half it where? Everybody get 7 bid, 7 and a half. Everybody get half it where? Everybody get half. Now 8. $800 bill. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody get 80 where? Everybody get no bill. Money, 80 where? 800. 750 bid, 800. Everybody get 80 where? Everybody get 80 no bill. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody get 80. 7 and a half. Everybody get 80 where? 800. Everybody get 80 where? Everybody get on bid 800. Are you done? 750, 800. Last call. I have 7 and a half. Everybody give 8. 7 and a half. Everybody give 8. Boom, sold it. 750. Buyer number 2645. 2645. Thank you, Andy. Good job. Lot 20 coming, guys. Lot 20. Ooh, nice.
All right, back into the ring here with a nice flashy doe to start us off with. This is PBG 2547. She's from Pat Lar. She's out of BWT Wild Billy, who's out of a Wild Bill. And Wild Billy has produced 2 top 10 bucks in different buck tests. And Wild Bill goes back to Terminator. We know that Wild Bill is good for that parasite resistance, growth and stuff. Down on the bottom side, you go to Vikings Gym, which goes back to V11 Viking, and then back to BBM Dale, which we know Dale the doe maker. There again, we've got some maternals coming in on that. And again, at the bottom, if you would look at this pedigree, you go all the way back to the great grand dam side. And Pat has obviously liked this doe line because this goat in the ring is the 4th generation that's coming out of her farm on that doe line on the bottom. So great performance-minded pedigree, great maternal instincts, or great maternals in the ring, and she's kept 4 generations or kept 3 generations and letting you have one of the 4th generations here. So let's sell her.
Nice doe from Hoosier Hill, guys, and I'm talking about a female maternal line here. Miss Pat and them's had running for years and years and doing a good job for them. How much here? $3,000. 3 to wear. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 1. Everybody get 500. 5 and a half to wear. 5 and a half. 600. Everybody get 60 to wear. Everybody get 60 no bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. 600. 5 and a half. Everybody get 60 to wear. 600 no bill. bill, but get 5 and a half, but get 60 where, but get 600, 600, 600, 60 where, but get 60 where, but get 550, 600, anybody else? 5 and a half, but get 60 where, but get 60 no bill, but get 5, you got it? 5 and a half, 600, you got Andy, 600, but get 60 where, but get 5 and a half, 600, 600, 600, bring bids to the ring, 5 and a half, but get 60 where, Joe's got it, 5 and a half, but get 60 where, anybody else? 550, 600, 600, last call, nice dough, 5 and a half, but get 60 where, let her out, sold her 550, your way, Joe, 550. 417, I got you. 417, thank you. 550, 417.
All right, lot 21 coming into the ring right now is TMK 0795. It's Keepers Kathy is a grand dam of 0795. She's also produced TMK 440, who was the West Virginia 2022 buck test number 10 overall buck. And he is now one of the herd sires at TMK. So we like this line good enough that we've kept a herd sire out of it. This line is known for being fast-growing, medium-framed, and seen to bloom and put on muscle at a very early age. If we look over here at the pedigree, we got on the sire side, we got Keeper's Earmark, of course, which goes back to Goliath Keeper. We got Wild Bill's Cali, which goes back to Wild Bill and GHK Z16, which goes back to that Iron Horse line again. And then if you just swoop right down here into the dams pedigree on the bottom, they've done it all over again. You got Keeper's Kathy, which goes back to Keeper's Earmark, which goes back to Goliath Keeper, and then they've even added a shot of Sports Cat in down there. So this is a great doe. Let's sell her.
Oh my, what a doe brought to you by Triple N, guys. Ron and Christian brought you a super female here. I'm talking about meat goats, guys. That's what we're raising. Here we go. How much on her? 3 grand, 3 anywhere. Better get 3, better get 2, better get 1, better get 1,000, that'll be 500, 5 and a half anywhere, 600, 600, now half, better get half anywhere, now 7, better get 7 and a half anywhere, better get 7 and a half, better get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 800, 80 where, better get no bill, better get 7 and a half, better get 80, 800, better get 80 where, better get 7 and a half, better get 80, I don't hear boys, 800, better get 80 where, better get no bill, better get 7 and a half, better get 80. Look at the width between this doe's horns, guys. Look at the width between her horns when she looks at her. That donates muscling right down her neck, right down her top line. Beautiful doe. Powerhouse of a doe. We're talking about a meat doe here and going to be a meat producer. Here's a doe you can cross on a lot of different bucks, and I'm going to guarantee you she'll power pack them for you guys. 800, computers in, now half. 88 half, now 900, 900, now half, 9 and a half at everybody get 9, but get 50, 9 and a half, down a little bit, but get 10, 9 and a half, but get anywhere, but get 10, but get 9 and a half, but get 10. Ashley's winning, 9 and a half, but get 10, but get 10, yeah, computer, 9 and a half, but get 10, but get 9, but get 10, 9 and a half, but get 10, but get 10, computers out, 9 and a half, but get 10, Ashley's winning, 9 and a half, but get 10, but get 10, but get 10, like this doe, like the power she's carrying, like the way she just looks at you guys, she's a meat goat coming at you, 9 and a half, but get 10, but get 9, but get 10, town, now half, 10, you got Ashley, 10 and a half, now 1100, your turn, computer, 1100, but get 10, 50, 1100, but get 1100, but get 10, 50, 1100, your turn, computer, 1100, but get 10, 50, 1100, 1100, but get 10, 50, 1100, hurry if you want her, computer, I'm going to sell her, 10, 50, 1100, Ashley's got to be at 10, 50, 1100, I have, 10, 50, 1100, boom, you got her, Ashley, 1050.
435.
Hold on. 435, 435's a buyer, 1050. Thank you.
Joseph. All righty, we've got a substitute on lot 22 here. It's semen. It is E142 Keeper Sport. There's 2 straws of it stored at Bonanza. The Keeper Sport goes back to CVK Keeper 116, which goes back to Goliath Keeper. And on the bottom, we got, on the dam side, we got CLP Raging River Daisy, which goes back to a Sports Cat, or goes back to Sports Cat on the buck side down there. So 2 straws of semen stored at Bonanza. Let's sell them.
2 straws of semen at Bonanza, guys. How much on it? Here we go. 500. 500 where? Better get 500 where? Better get 500 where? Better get 3. Better get 2. What'd you say? 500, $1,000 bill. You got it. 900. Now half. 9 and a half at where? Better get 9 bill. 9 and a half. $1,000 bill. Better get 10. Now 1100. 10, 11 bill. Better get 12 at where? Better get 12. 1100. 1200. 1100. Better get 12 at where? Better get money. 12 at where? 1100. Better everybody get 12. Loaded for buyer, 12, 1300, everybody get 13 where, everybody get 13, 13, 1300. 12 bid, computers winning, boy, 12, winning, 13 where, everybody get 1300, everybody get 12, everybody get 13, 13, 13. 12 bid, 13 where, everybody get 1300, everybody get 12, where, the other man's out, 1200, everybody get 13 where, computers winning. 12, everybody get 13 where, everybody get 13, 13, 13, 13. Her, if you want it, 12 bid, 1300, everybody get 13 where, everybody get 13. I'm gonna sell it, 1200, everybody get 13 where. Anybody else? 12 bid, 1300, 1300, 1300. I have sold it 1200. Thank you. Computer got it 1200. Buy number 2628.
All right.
Good job, Andy.
Number 23 is a scratch, so we'll be moving on to number 24, which is another Mike Rennick goat, MRG Hadley. MRG Hadley on the sire side comes out of CVK Hammerhead, West Virginia 18. Of course, he placed ninth in the West Virginia 2018 buck test. He's a full brother to Chinook and Kahuna, which that goes back to one that was a really good flush between Titans Hammer and CVK June 2. June 2 goes back to June. Again, those great maternal lines and Pango Hua. On the bottom side, you got SSK Lydia, which is out of that Hat Rain Man, R811, which is a Ringo son, and over a doe, which come out of Pirate King and D12. I've heard Wayne talk about Pirate King was probably one of the first really, really good bucks that he had. It's been a while back since he's had that one, but he put it over that D12 doe, which is a foundation for him. He says it's one of his favorite doe, or is the favorite doe that helped build his herd. So you're getting multiple different farms, and you're getting a great pedigree, and you got a great goat to look at or to go with this pedigree. So let's sell her.
Nice throw on doing the ring, guys. How much on her? Here we go. 3 grand, 2 1. Everybody get in. 500, 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 550. Hash. Now 600. Y'all computer. 600, 600. I everybody get half everywhere. Everybody get half. Now 7. Now 7. Y'all Ashley. 700. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 7 on me. Everybody get 7, 7, 7. 6 and a half. 700. Going back in. 650. 700. Joe's winning. 6 and a half. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 7 on me. Everybody get 7, 7, 7. You're out 2. Computer. 700. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 700. 700. Everybody get 7 everybody get 7 on me. Nice doing a ring, boys. 650, 700. Bid on her if you want her. 6 and a half. Everybody get 7 money. 7 everybody get 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Last call. 650, 700. 9 half. 7, 7 and a half everywhere. The other man's out. 7 bid, 7 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody get half everywhere. Everybody get 7 bid, 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 7 bid, 7 and a half everywhere. Everybody get half everywhere. Everybody get 7 bid, 7 and a half. Anybody else? 7, 7 and a half. Let her out. 7, 7 and a half. 7, 7 and a half. Miss Kimmer. 7, 7 and a half everywhere. 7, 7 and a half. 7, 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 7 and a half. Sold her 700. Thank you. 700.
405.
405. 405. Thank you.
All right. We're getting ready to sell GP.
Lot 25.
Lot 25. Thank you, sir. Got lot 25 in the ring. The GPKG Coosa's Pam. Elizabeth and Kurt want everyone to know that Pam's dam has excellent maternals and has a great bag. She's an outstanding performance back buck. She has outstanding performance back bucks. On the sire side, she has tested negative for CAE, CL, and Yonis, and was vaccinated for CD&T on April of 2026. So if you look down here at the pedigree, you've got SSK Coosa, which comes out of an iron horse over an exclusively blue doe, and then it's crossed over Hat Rain Man over CVK Sam's 558, over CVK Blue Clover. So you've got Iron Horse over the top and Rain Man, which is Ringo on the bottom. You got a great looking doe here. Got some nice build to her, nice color to boot. So let's sell her.
Oh my, Gimli Pond brought you a super fancy female here. Look how elegant she is up through that shoulder and up through that head and neck, guys. Here's a female that's going to be fertile. She's going to be feminine and going to be a doe maker, I'm going to bet you. How much on her? Here we go. 3 grand, 2 1. Everybody get in. 500. 5 and a half at her. 5 and a half. I do 500. Everybody get 5 and a half at her. Everybody get 5 and a half. 600. 600. Not half. Half at her. Everybody get half at her. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get half at her. Computer's winning, boy. Half. Now 7. Yeah, computer. 700. Everybody get 7 there. Everybody get 7 and a half at her. Everybody get 7 bids. 7 and a half at her. 7, 7 and a half. Top. 800. 800. 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody get no meal. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody give 80. Blue sweatshirts in. 800. Everybody give 80. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody give 80. Everybody get no meal. 750 bid. 800. Everybody give 80. Everybody get no meal. Like these Coosa girls. 800. Not half. 88 and a half. Everybody give half. You almost had her. 88 and a half. Let's try her again. 800. Everybody give half. Half and everybody give half. Nine. Half. 9 and a half. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 9 and a half. 9 and a half. 9 and a half. 9 bid. 9.5, everybody give half it, everybody give 50, 9 bid, 9.5, 9.5, anybody else? 9 bid, 950, 900, everybody get 9.5, everybody get 9.5, let her out. 9 bid, 9.5, everybody get 50, 9 bid, 9.5, I sold her 900, thank you, 900. Buyer number?
422.
422, thank you, Joe, good job, 422. Lot 26 coming at you guys, 26.
All righty here, lot 26 is MCT 0121. It's James Thompson's farm. We got SSK Coosa was the same sire to this last one we sold, which is out of Iron Horse over Exclusively Blue. And then on the bottom side, we've got SSK Natalia, which is a Hat Rain Man over, changing here a little bit, which is BWP Tufts 047 Girl, which goes back to Copyright Tough and back to Blues Copyright. So you got Hat Rain Man over Copyright, which is a Ringo son, and on the top side again you've got Iron Horse over that Exclusively Blue doe there. So great pedigree. And again, a great looking buck in the ring, a great looking doe in the ring. She definitely is a doe, there. And so let's sell her.
Nice female from McTavish, guys. Doesn't she follow that Coosa pattern? Take a look here at her. Hey, like her. Here we go. How much on her? $3,200. Everybody get in 500. 5.5 everywhere. 5.5. Everybody get half it everywhere. Half. Now 600. Everybody get 600. 9. 6.5. Now 7. 7.5 everywhere. Everybody get 7.5. 800. 800. Everybody get 80 everywhere. 800. Now half. 8.5 everywhere. 8.5. 9. 9. 9. Half. 9.5 everywhere. 9. He was doing real good. 9. 9.5 everybody get 9. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9.5. You kept up. We might have owned her. 9. 9.5 everybody get 9. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 9 bid. 9.5. Half. 9.5 everywhere. 900. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 9 like this dough. 9. 9.5. Anybody else? 9. 9.5 everywhere. Everybody get 9 bid. 9.50 where? Everybody get 9.5. 9.5. 9.5. Let her out. Sold her 900. Thank you. 900.
433.
433. Thank you, ma'am. She knows what she likes. 433. Bought another good doe. Lot 28 coming at you guys. Lot 28.
27.
Whoop. 27. My bad.
At least I'm not the only one that's made a mistake. It's your first of the year too, right?
Yeah.
All right, lot number 27 in the ring comes from us from Ron and Christian McGill. It's TMK 0800. 800's down. TMK Carmen sired the 2023 number 7 overall West Virginia buck. Carmen is a 2019 model, which means she should pass on great longevity. And longevity means, of course, we've said it a few times, means that you reduce your expenses and put more money in your pocket because you're not having to replace those. So if you're looking for great maternals and longevity, this is a great doe for you. She comes out of Keeper's Earmark, which is sire on the top side, which goes back to, of course, Goliath Keeper. We all know about them. I've mentioned that name 100 times today. And then out of a Wild Bill doe called Wild Bill's Callie. And then out of a Iron Horse daughter, which again, we're adding a little more size in there just because we didn't have enough, and you can see that standing in the ring. Also on the bottom side is Hammer's Carmen, which goes back to Titan's Hammer, which goes back to Lightning's Titan, and of course we know all that. And then Term's Bluebird. And again here, if you look back, this will be the 3rd generation coming out of Ron and Christian's farm, so we have those longevity. Also, I need to make one comment on this. I just looked at my notes, so please forgive me for that. Ron wanted me to mention that this doe has a precocious udder. She hasn't been within 20 miles of a buck at least, and there hasn't been a buck anywhere around her for months and months. But he will guarantee this doe, if there's any trouble with that precocious udder, if she doesn't breed back or she ended up for some immaculate conception going on there for any reason that she were to be pregnant, that he would make it right, whatever it took to do that. So bid with confidence and understand that she does have a precocious udder, which is a problem that goats have sometimes, those maternals with some hormones, and just causes them to do that.
Big framey doe. Look at the structure on this girl, guys. Here's your brood doe. I'm talking about a front pasture herd keeper doe. How much on her? Here we go. $4,000. 4 to where? Everybody get 3. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 10. 1,000. Little bit. Everybody get 500. 5.5 everywhere. 600. Everybody get half. 6 bid. 6.5 everybody get half. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 50. Everybody get half. Everybody get half. Everybody get 6. Everybody get half. Big bone. Big structure. Half. Now 7. Now half. 7.5 everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7.5 everywhere. Everybody get 7 bid. 7.5. 7.5. My man's in. 7 bid. So you don't even know here, boys. 7.5. Now 800. Yeah, Joe. 800, but again, everybody get on me, but get some name, but I got 7.5 over here, boys, 800, 800, I have computers in, 8.5, 8.5, 900, you got computer, 8.5, but again, on the bill, but again, 9, where, but again, on the bill, but again, 9 wrong guarantees are never way you can fake her, 900, but again, 900, I have, 9.5, now 1,000 on the bill, but again, 10, you got computer, 9.5, but again, we're big, rangy kind of a dough, guys, here's your buckmaker maker, 9.5, 1,000 on the bill, but again, 9, but again, where, but again, 10, 9.5, but again, on the bill, you're out computer, 9.5, but again, where, but again, 9, but again, guaranteed in every way, 9.5, but again, we won't buy one from a better breeder, guys, 9.5, but again, where, but again, 9, but again, 10, half, 10, 50, 10, 50, where, but again, 10, but again, 10, but again, buy the good dough, half, now 1,100, computer, your turn, 1,100, 11 dollar bill, but again, 10, 50, 1,100, 1,100, however you want her, 10, 50, but 11 dollar bill, but again, 10, 50, 1,100, but again, 11, 10, 50, 1,100, now half, 11 half it or 11 half, 11 buy the good dough, boys, 11 half it or 11 half, pretty good chance here, 11 half it or 11 half, 11 half it or 11, 50 where, $11 bill, 11 half, buy that good dough, boys, 11 half, now 1,200 computer, 1,200, but again, 12, but again, 12, 11.50, but again, 12 where, but again, 12 bill, 11 half, but again, 12, let her out, 11.50, 1,200, 11 half, but again, 12 where, 12, now half, 12 and a half anywhere, but again, 12.50, 12 and a half, buy that good dough, boys, 12 and a half anywhere, but again, 12 and a half, but again, 12 and a half, but again, 12 and a half, 11 half, but again, 12 and a half anywhere, 12 and a half, are you sure? 12 and a half anywhere, but again, 12 and a half, they said no, sort of 1,200 computer got her, 1,200. Going to 26.62. Thank you. 26.62. Thank you. Appreciate you guys bidding on her, guys. Nice dough.
All right, we've got lot number 28 in the ring, which comes out of SWC Farms. This is Jamie and Joseph Mark's lot here. SWC Ace's Renee was born and raised a twin with a 90-day true winning weight of 53.8 pounds. Her sire is TMK Aces and Eights, and again, I can't say it multiple times, this is a really nice, really large, really big bone, really deep, really thick buck, and he also finished 7th overall and top in ADG in the 2025 buck test. You go down on the bottom side, you see Superwoman, who was their favorite doe. She's so favorite to them that they continue to use her and have used her and will use her in their flush program on their farm. And again, they are negative for CAE and Yawnies.
Nice female in the ring here, guys. Another one, take a look at her width between her horns. Here's the meat goat coming at you, guys. How much on her? Here we go. $3,000, 2-1, everybody get in, 500, 5 and a half, everybody get 500, everybody get 50, half, now 600, everybody gets anywhere, 600 on bill, 550 bid, 600, everybody gets anywhere, everybody gets 600 on bill, everybody get 5 and a half, everybody get 600, 600 where, 600, everybody gets anywhere, everybody gets 60 where, everybody get 550, 600, anybody else, here's a dough worth the money, 5 and a half, everybody gets anywhere, everybody gets 600 on bill, a lot of future in her, 550, everybody gets anywhere, everybody gets 600 on bill, everybody get 5 and a half, 600, are you done? 550, 600, 600, last call, I have, hate to do this, 5 and a half, everybody gets anywhere, 600, sold her 550. Sold her 550. Already said it, boys. Sorry.
408.
408's the buyer. 408. Lot number 29 coming at you. 29.
All right, lot number 29 in the ring right now. This is ASHF Rambo's Gina. She's a beautiful blue or gray color, whichever you want to call her. Their farm has tested negative at Waddle for CLCA and Yawnies for years. If anybody knows Ashley, they know that they are very much on the testing and making sure the biosecurity is right on their farm. This Gina is out of SSK Blue Rambo, which goes back to that Ozark bounty over that D12 doe again. And once again, that D12 doe is a herd builder there, so this doe could be a herd builder for you as well. She comes out of Iron Horse over a Skybird Salsa doe, which is also a great maternal line. On the bottom side, you got LFK Gambler, which goes back to Wapanuka, which goes back to A50, GHK A59, which was used as a foundation doe on Stimmy's farm. Greg Stimmy from Lake Fork Kikos, he's not in the business now, but he used that doe numerous times in flushes and all kinds of work for him, and that doe comes out of an Iron Horse over GHK Y51. So you can look, we've got a great doe in the ring. Let's sell her.
Nice blue doe out of Blue Rainbow, guys, by Asheville, bringing her to you. Nice girl in the ring. How much on her? Here we go. $3,000, $2,000. How about $1,000? Everybody get in. 500. 5.5 would wear. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5.5. Half. Big go, Wingy. 5.5. Watch her move around. Moves like a cat. 500. Everybody get 5.5 would wear. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5.5 would wear. Anybody look in here? 500. Everybody get 50. Wear. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. Thank you, ma'am. 5.5. 600. 600. Everybody get 60. Wear. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600. I like this though. 600. Big framey girl, lots of bone, guys. 5.5. Might be a buck producer too. 600. Everybody get 60. Wear. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 60. Wear. 600. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 60. Wear. Anybody else? 550. 600. Gold letters. Taylor. 5.5. Everybody get 600. 9.5, ma'am. 6.5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 50. Yonder for a minute. 600. Everybody get 6.5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 6 bids. 6.5. Computers winning. 600. 6.5. Anybody else? I have 6 bids. 6.5. I Sorter computer got her 600. Thank you. 600. 2648. Thank you. 2648. Thank you, Andy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Got a semen lot here. She just wanted to come in and show off a little bit anyhow.
She just wanted to get her.
Yeah. She wanted to give y'all a pre-warning. Here we go. Semen now. Lot 30. Lot 30. Sublot.
Lot number 30 is a sublot for Warrior Path Kiko's farm. It's they're subbing 2 straws of Sand Sunboy 1622, which is stored at Triple W Genetics. He sired a number 10 ADG in 2020, and the Marks sold a flush daughter out of her last week at the Cookville sale that done really well. So here is a chance for you to get some of that Sunboy 1622.
Sand Sunboy Semen, guys. Sand Sunboy Semen. 2 straws. How much on that? Here we go. 500. 500 where? Everybody get 500 where? Everybody get 500 where? Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3 and it'll be a 200. 9.5. 2.5 where? Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 10. It'll be. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 500 where? 2. 2.5. 2 it'll be. Everybody get 500 where? 2.5 and a 3 and a 3 and a 3 and a half. 3.5 and a 4. 4. 4 it'll be. Got Andy 400. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 4. 3. 9. Everybody get 4 where? 400. 9. 4 bid. 4.5 where? Thank you. 400. Everybody get 4.5 where? Everybody get 4. Everybody get half. Everybody get 4. 4.5. Anybody else? 4 bid, 4.5. Last call. Sand Sunboy Semen. 4. 4.5. 4. 4.5. 4. 4.5. Sold at 400. Your way, Andy. 400. Buyer number 2654. Thank you, sir. Lot 31 coming, guys. Lot 31.
All right, lot 31 is in the ring. This is KDJ Tomahawk's Whispers of Love. So Whispers of Love is out of Outlaws Tomahawk, which I've seen in person again. He was a high seller at Cookville a few years back. Large, big bone, deep, wide chest. He's out of that cross, I will call it a famous cross, but his cross is used several times out of MGR Outlaw over GHK A59. And that Outlaw, of course, is Outlaw, Thriller, all those. Goes back to Sunny Boy and HKF Sapphire. That A59 doe goes back to your Iron Horse, and then the Iron Horse over GHK Y51 goes back to a Lover Boy. And then on the bottom side, you see Love at First Sight, which is out of KDJ Blue Steel, which is another one of Kenneth and Connie's bucks. So they've got 2 of their bucks in this pedigree here. I've seen Blue Steel well. He's a really large, really big, nice built buck who's blue in color, and he's out of that copyright Cody's son, which is out of Blue's copyright. And then on the bottom goes back to some Lover Boy as well. So got plenty of size, plenty of resistance, testing genetics here, so let's sell her.
Outlaw over Blue Steel, guys. The pretty doe in the ring, and she, how much on her? Here we go. $3,000, 3 anywhere. Everybody get 2, 1. Everybody get in. 500. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 5. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. Everybody look in here. Doe time. 500. Everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 5. 550. 500. Everybody half it. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 5.5. 600. 600. Everybody get 60. Where? Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600. 600. You out over here, boy. 600. Everybody get 60. Where? Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600. 600. What are you going to do? 550 bid, 600. Ashley's in. 550 bid, he's eating where? But he's going to get 5.5, 600. You want back in? 600. He said no, 600. But he's eating where? Let her out. 550, 600. I sold her your way, Ashley. 550.
412.
412. Thank you. 412. Good job, young lady. Lot number 32 coming at you 3-2, guys. Lot 32.
All right, lot number 32 in the ring here is a full sister to lot number 9 we sold just a little bit ago, which also resulted in that cross from that from Red Bull Sun over one of his Stone Mountain Kiko does. And on the dam side of the cross, we see that Herschel's Hoss, who produced the number 2 overall buck in the 2024 West Virginia buck test, they are negative for CAE and Yonis. And that Herschel's Hoss, again, goes back to Little Joe, which is puts on meat. And then you see Little Joe's Herschel over ACK Mulu goes back to Denali, which in the 2020 he produced the number 2 buck, and in 2021 he produced a number 5 overall again in West Virginia. So testing, size, everything you need here. Goes back to Thriller again on the top side, so you've got some resistance. So you've got a total package right here of doe that'll go home and go to work for you.
Red Bull granddaughter, guys. Red Bull granddaughter. My, don't you like that? Come on here. How much on her? 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. 500. 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5, 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 50 everywhere. Everybody get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5 on the bill. Everybody get 50 everywhere. Money, half everywhere. 500. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5, 5.5, 5.5. Who wants in for 500? Right quick, 500. Here's a dough worth of money. 500, but get 5 everywhere. Everybody get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. But get 5 on the wheel. But get 5 everywhere. Red Bull granddaughter, 500. 5 everywhere. But get 5 everywhere. Everybody get 5 on the wheel. But get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Anybody want her? 500, right quick. 500. Let her out. 500, but get 5 everywhere. Anybody else? 500, 500, 500. Thank you. Lot number 33 coming at you guys.
All right, lot number 33.
33 coming at you.
In the ring is MRG 2584. CLCA and Yonis tested herd since 2012. MRG 2584 goes back to OLF Wildman, who goes back to Heslington Sesame, who really never even came to the States, so it was only a semen that was brought over. There's very little of that left. And then if you look down on the bottom side up here, the bottom part of the top side, you go back to Heslington Sting, which again was only semen sent over. So these are some of the genetics, the old genetics. There's no more semen, they say, left for that Heslington Sting. So on the bottom side, you've got Scratch, who is good for producing and fixing great udders, and Pango Hua, which is out of that GHK Iron Horses Creamy. And down on the bottom goes back to Sunny Boy again. And just as a fun, kind of little fun fact for you, they say that Scratch was probably one of the highest selling private treaty bucks packages that was set up, which was the buck, all the semen that they had sold years ago, and talked to Daryl Bird about it. And we think the price for that buck was around $27,000 or $28,000 package there. So just a little, that'll be a little bit of something to take home with you and put in your Kiko book there, Kevin. All right, let's sell her.
Oh my, a lot of good genetics in this young girl, guys. Take a look at her. 3, 2, 1, everybody get in. 500, 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 500, everybody get 50 everywhere. Everybody get 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5, 5.5, 500, everybody get 50 everywhere. Everybody get 5.5. Heslington Sesame, my, 5, 5.5 everywhere. What are you gonna do? 500, everybody get 50 everywhere. Everybody get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 500, everybody get 50 everywhere. Everybody get 5, 5.5, 5, 5.5. Who wants in? 500, everybody get 50 everywhere. Who wants in for 500? 500. 500, you got it? Yep, 500, everybody get 5.5 everywhere, everybody get 5, 550 everywhere, everybody get 500, everybody get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, anybody else? Let her out, 500, 5.5 everywhere. I sold her 500, thank you, 417. 417, thank you, 500, lot number 34 coming at you guys.
All right, lot number 34 is TMK, excuse me,
TMK.
0765.
There we go.
Really, Christian said he didn't want me to say a whole lot about this doe because he wanted to take her back home with him and kind of give a little chuckle about it. So you know if the breeder doesn't really want to sell them and take them back home, they're a good one. This doe is out of a CVK Keepers E117, which go back to Goliath Keeper over AVG June. And then on the bottom side, you got Sunboy 1621 over Sunboy, who we've talked about several times here in lots of different pedigrees, which is performance-based. You know, two names, Outlaw and Thriller, goes back to Warsaw. So you got genetics, you got size, you got maternals, and this is a really good doe that McGill's really like themselves, but they brought you some of their best. So let's sell her.
Triple M, guys. Somebody get old Jamie a jug of water here. Triple M coming at you, guys. The Goliath keeper over a Sunny Boy. You like that pedigree? How much here? Hey, $4 grand. $4 to wear. Everybody get 4,000 to bill. Everybody get 2 to wear. Everybody get 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1,000 bill. 1,100. 11 to bill. Everybody get 1,000 bill. 1,100. 11 to bill. Everybody get 1,000 bill. Everybody get 10. 11, 1,100. Not 12. 12. 1,100. Everybody get 12 to wear. Everybody get 12 to wear. Everybody get 12. 1,300. 1,300. Y'all can beat her. 13 where everybody get 12 to wear. Everybody get 13 where. Everybody get 13. 13. 13. 13. 14. 1,400. Everybody get 14 where. 13. 14. Your turn. 13. 14. 15. Everybody get 50 where. Everybody get 1,400. Everybody get 50 where. 14. Everybody 50. Like that dough, don't you guys? 14. Everybody get 50 where. 15. 16. Everybody get 16. Everybody get 60 where. 16. 16. 16. 16. 15. Bid. 16. 17. 17. Everybody get 70 where. Everybody get 17. 17. 17. 16. Bid. 17. 18. Everybody get 80 where. Everybody get 1,800. 18. 19. 1900. 19 where. Everybody get 90 where. Everybody get 80. Everybody get 19. 19. 19. Now 2. 2,000 bill. Everybody get 90. Everybody get 2 to where. Everybody get 2. 1,900. 2,000 bill. Everybody get 90. Everybody get 2. 1,900. 2,000 bill. Everybody get 90. Everybody get 2 to where. 19. Everybody get 2 to where. Everybody get 2. 1,900. 2,000 bill. 19. Everybody get 2 to where. Everybody get 2. 19. 2. 19. Everybody get 2 to where. Everybody get 2. Talk a little more, Jamie.
All right, now, guys, we've got a really good doe in the ring here. And again, the McGills don't. Oh, sorry. Which goes back to Goliath Keeper, goes back to Gotex Goliath, Gotex Jester. And then you look again, you got those old genetics on the end, that Heslington Sting, Heslington Sesame that we've actually talked about that that you can't get anymore or very, very hard to get. Then you go back to AVG June again, Warsaw. Warsaw goes back and got great growth, great parasite resistance, comes out, went through the very first buck test in Oklahoma and finished with a 0 fecal there. So again, you've got wonderful tested genetics here, proven genetics, proven maternals, performance on both sides. So I think we're missing a boat here a little bit. Got a really good doe in the ring.
And from a darn good breeder, boys, 1,900, 2,000 bill. What are you going to do? 19, but you doing to where? Everybody get 2. Anybody having a thought? 19, but you doing to where? Everybody get 2. Computer's winning, boys. 19, but you doing where? Everybody get 2. Last call, I have. Let her out. 1,900, but you doing to where? Everybody get 19, but you do. But you get 19, but you do. I have. Sold her 1,900. Thank you, 1,900. Buyer number 2656. Thank you, sir. 2656.
All right, in the ring right now we got lot number 35, which is GSK Patera 730. Patera is out of a young buck, TSF 027, who is thick, has great bone. This buck is a son of Midnight Blue, who I have personal experience with. Midnight Blue I actually owned for a little while. He's very thick, got good bone, carries good size, gives his kids good size and good maternals. Darrell says Patera 730 has been an easy keeper. She has not required any maintenance since her weaning. Go down on the bottom, you got that Wapanuka, which is Blue Sun now over the GHK A59. This is a production doe there, production iron horse doe that was sired several of the goat test winners or buck test winners. So beautiful doe in the ring, beautiful color. The black does are my color. That's what I look for and like. So let's sell her.
Hey, pretty black doe in the ring, guys. Midnight Blue granddaughter. Ain't like her. Come to sale here. 3 grand, 3 anywhere. Got a little white on her, too. Nah, better get 2, better get 2. 1 pound ought to be 500, 5.5 anywhere. Better get 5, 550 where? Better get 5, 5.5. Anybody else? 500, better get 50 where? Better half it where? Better get 5 on bill. Better get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Black doe and a pretty girl. 500, better get 50 where? Better get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Anybody looking to have a thought? 500, better get 50 where? Better get 5.5. Who's in for 500? 500, I have. 600, 600, but he's anywhere, but he's our computer's winning, boys. 600, but he's anywhere, but he get 5.5, but he get 600, but he's anywhere. You out in the back there, boys. 600, but he's anywhere, but he get 5.5, but he get 600, 600 where? 600, but he's anywhere, but he get 5.5, but he get 600, but he get anywhere, he's anywhere. Let her out. 550, but he get 600, 600, 600. I have. Solar computer got her 550, 550. Buyer number 2640, 2640. Thank you, sir. 35 coming at you, lot 36 coming now.
All right, lot 36 coming in the ring is SSFK Ginger. Can't even get my own prefix right. She's out of Bully, which is a buck out of Big Kahuna and Bastila. She carries Titan's Hammer and the great-grandparent over June 2, Cherokee Fiddler, which goes back to Loverboy, Lady Blackbird, which is a wonderful maternal line. On the bottom side, she actually has a great-grandparent of Generator coming through an RL Peacock's doe called Miles High, and she's out of an 8 LFK Outlaws Iron Horse, which is out of Outlaw over an Iron Horse doe. She has a great body frame and structure, which reflects what we're trying to produce here in our farm. So let's sell her.
Look what a nice doe Jamie's brought you guys. A Big Kahuna over a Generator. Hey, like her, come to sale now. $3,000, 2-1. Everybody get in. 500. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5. 5.5. Who's in? 500. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5.5. Wow, too, isn't she? 5. 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. But look in here. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody 500. Everybody get 5 anywhere. We got a lot better doing the ring, boys, when we got money. 500. Everybody get 50. Who wants in for 500? 500. Nice dough in the ring, 500. 500. Now, hey, 5. 5.5. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 5. 5.5. 5. 5.5. 500. Everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 5.5. Anybody else? Joe's winning. 500. Everybody get 50. 500. 5.5. You got her, Joe. 500. Thank you. 500.
408.
408. Thank you, sir. 408. Buying some good doughs. Thank you. Lot 37 is out, I believe. Is that right,
Yep,
Jamie?
Lot 37 is scratch.
38 coming at you.
Move on over to lot number 38 is STO Raylene, which is from Bill and Keisa Francis today. STO Raylene is sired by Webb Generator Ginger, 1903. He produced the number 4 overall buck and the number 2 ADG at West Virginia in 2025. He is a son of Generator, not Gingerator, right? We just left.
That's all right.
We just let Ginger out of the ring.
Yeah.
So he is a Generator's son, and we know that Generator is known for adding bone and frame to the offspring. Generator Ginger's dam is Webb Ginger. We've talked about several times, who just seems like she can be put with anybody and produce greatness. So you've got that in the pedigree. On the bottom side, Raylene's pedigree, we have STO Coffee Cake. She was a product of a flush between Samurai Soldier and her granddam MCR Cake Bread. Cake Bread was also the dam of the high-selling doe at the cream of the crop in 2020. MCR Rock Solid also produced multiple top 10 finishers, or multiple finishers at the buck test, at several different buck tests. Up to date on CDT, tested negative for CAE and Yonis, and the whole herd is tested annually. So just a quick look here at, you've got Generator over that Webb Ginger, and that's not too far down the line, just sitting in the grandparents' side. And then on the bottom, you've got maternals like Mustang Sally, which is out of Iron Horse, and MCR Cake Bread. So beautiful doe in the ring. Nice color to boot. Let's sell her.
Nice doe from Stony Creek, guys. Like her, don't you? How much here? $3,000. 3 anywhere. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 1. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5.5 anywhere. 5. 50. 500. Everybody get 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5 anywhere. 5 big. 5.5 anywhere. Big up fronted doe. Isn't she pretty doe? 500. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5.5. 5.5. 5.5. Who wants in for 500 right quick? Let's get her started. 500. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5. 5. Who wants in? 500. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5. 5. Pretty doe for that kind of money, guys. 500. Who wants in? 500. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5 anywhere. Everybody get 5. Let her out. 500. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 500. 500. Thank you. Next, lot 39 coming at you. Lot 39 coming in.
All right, lot 39 is CSP Amadeus's Anna. And Gary says that this doe, sire CSP Tony's Amadeus, who is a very large frame buck, and I can speak to that personally. I saw that buck at 1.5 years old at a buck collection that we were at. He's very large, big frame buck. Looks really well, really deep, really wide. Amadeus is a BBM bomber who was a very large buck and spent most of his life creating surrogates for a large boar breeder in South Carolina. This doe's dam is a daughter out of LOF Honcho's Keeper, who's done real well and produced some real high-selling does in our industry, who also brings size to the pedigree. This doe had a 90-day weaning weight of 53 pounds and a weaning weight index on Gary's farm of 113. So again, we've got Tony's Amadeus, which I saw in person, really good. Then you go down on the bottom, bottom side, you got Honcho's Keeper, which goes back to Imprint, which goes back to Onyx Lily, who is an amazing doe. And then you got MEP Tom Black, which produced Tom Black's Ariana. And I actually owned this doe. She just died last year at the age of 12 years old after giving birth to a set of triplets. Had an amazing udder, amazing teeth, and she, again, if you want production and longevity, I think this doe can do that for you.
Hey, take a look here, guys. If you missed her back in the pen, Anna's quite a female, isn't she? Hey, like her, come to sale, $3,000, 2-1, everybody get in, 500, 5.5 everywhere, 5.5, everybody get 5.5, thank you, now 600, everybody gets anywhere, 600, now half, 6.5, now 7, get 700, now half, 7.5, everybody get 7.5, everywhere, you both out, 7.5, everybody get 7.5, everybody get 7.5, everywhere, 7.5, yeah, girls, 7.5, everywhere, everybody get 7.5, they're out, 7.5, everywhere, 7.5 everywhere, 7.5, now 800, yeah, Joe, 800, everybody give 80, where everybody gets 7.5, everybody give 800, everybody give 80, where there's a lot better doe. 7.5, big skeletal structure on this doe, big framey doe, real straight top, nice bone on her. Where do you go wrong, guys? 7.5, 800, hurry, 7.5, everybody give 80, where everybody get on bill, everybody gets 7.5, everybody give 800, 80, where everybody get on bill, everybody gets 7.5, everybody give 80, I like her, 800 on the bill, everybody gets 7.5, everybody give 80, anybody else, 7.5, everybody give 80, where last call, I have 7.5, 800, let her out, everybody gets 7.5, everybody give 80, where I sold her 7.5 right over here, 750, thank you guys, set 429, 750, thank you gentlemen, nice female, I like her. Lot 40 coming at you guys, lot 40.
All right, guys, lot 40 coming in the ring is MRG Ella. Ella is out of Red Bull, which we've mentioned many times, who is out of Thriller, who's produced several different buck test winners, and Iron Horse Creamy, which is one of the does that's been used a lot in Mike's pedigrees. On the bottom side, we got DBC Sonny's Keeper. Mike told me this was one of his favorite does, and this will be the first time that they've ever even offered one of her offspring. That's how much he likes her. So if you're looking for this, if you're looking for a great doe, this is probably going to be one of them. And she goes back to Sonny Boy, who we know produced that Thriller and Outlaw, and then Warsaw. So if you look, we're double bred Sonny Boy on top and bottom here, and Keeper as well. So, we're double bred Sonny Boy. We got Sonny Boy on the sire and the dam side. So let's sell her.
Stacked pedigree here, Sonny Boy, can't go wrong. My. How much here, guys? $3,000, 3 to wear. Everybody get 3, everybody get 2, 1, everybody get in, 500, 5.5 to wear. 550, 500, everybody get 5.5 to wear, everybody get 500, everybody get 5.5 to wear, everybody get 550 wear, everybody get 5.5, pretty dope. 500, everybody get 50 in bed. Looking, 500, everybody get 5.5 to wear, everybody get 50 wear, everybody get 5.5. Hurry if you want her. 500, everybody get 50 wear, everybody get half to wear, everybody get 500, everybody get 50 wear. Who wants in for 500? Better doing that, guys. Double stacked Sonny Boy, I believe I would too. 500, now half. 5.5 to wear, everybody get 500, everybody get 50 wear, everybody get 5. Lots of genetics here, guys, and I'm talking about a good doe in the ring. 5.5 to wear, everybody get 500, everybody get 50 wear. Let her out. 500, everybody get 50 wear, everybody get 5.5. Anybody else? 5.50. I sold her 500, right back here, 425. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, I've been waiting for this all day. This comes from Tater Patch Acres, and her name is Beans. So we got beans and taters right here together all at one time. And if you're a redneck like me, can't beat and love beans and taters. So I told Greg and Sheridan that I was going to say that, and they didn't mind, but I've just been waiting on making that little joke all day long. So they're vaccinated for CD and T, and they're negative for CL, CAE, and Yonis. And TPA, Tater Patch Acres Beans, goes back to Spotted Eagle, who goes back to Indian Outlaw, who goes back to MGR Outlaw, who we don't have to continue to say over and over again about their buck test accolades. We all know that. I've said it 1,000 times. You're probably tired of hearing me say it, but on the bottom side, you've got SSK Lillian's Black Beauty. Again, you got double bred Outlaw because it's on the top and the bottom, and that Outlaw over Wayne's favorite doe, or his best doe, he would call it, that he built his entire herd around the D12, which is out of Iron Horse and Skybird salsa. So on the bottom side, you've got not only paternals, but you've got maternals as well. And a great pedigree, a great doe in the ring, nice size. Let's sell her.
Big framey doe here, guys. Double bred outlaw doe over the great D12 doe on the dam side. My. Hey, like her. Come to the sale. $4,000. $4,000. Better get $4,000 to the bill. Better get $2,000. Better get $2,000. Better get $1,000 there. Better get $10,000 on the bill. $500. $5.5 anywhere. $600. $600. Better get $600. Better get $600 on the bill. Better get $5.5. Better get $600 on the bill. Better get $600. $600 where? $600. Better get $600. Better get $600. Better look in here, boys. $600. A lot of doe, a lot of pedigree here. $600. 60 where? Better get $600 on the bill. Better get $5.5. Better get $600. Better get $600 where? Better get $600 on the bill. I believe we're missing the boat here, guys. Better take a second look. $600. $600 where? $5.5. Better get $600 where? Better get $600 on the bill. Better get $5.5. Better get $600. $600 where? Better get $600 on the bill. $600. Now half. Better get $500 where? Half. Now $700. Better get $700. Now half. $7.5 where? Better get $7.5. Better get $7.5 where? Better get $7 bid. $7.5. You going back in? $7.5 where? Better get $7 on the bill. Better get $7.5. Better get $7.5. Go, mister. $7 bids on here. $7.5 where? Better get $7.5. Better get $7.5. Better get $7.5. Anybody else? $7.5. Last call. A lot of dough here for not much money, guys. A lot of dough for not much money. $6.5. Better get $700. Better get $700. $7.5 over here. $7.5. Soda right over here. $700. Thank you. $425. $700 to $425.
All right, guys, we're bringing number 42 into the ring, TMK 0788. This doe is out of a CGI Vaquero, which goes back to Shogun. If you talk to Christian, he said that him and JD bought this buck as a trial for a total outcross for some of the stuff they had. Shogun was a 14 model, and if I'm not mistaken, it was last year before, 24 or 25 when he passed away, so he was producing kids for about 10 to 11 years, so there again, you're going to pass that longevity on to his does, and that Shogun is known for rapid growth and buck testing as well. And on the bottom side, you got TMK 039 is the dam to this doe, which is out of Lover Boy, which goes back to Moneymaker, and the Moneymaker goes back to all of these older genetics. And if you look, this is another one of those does. If you take a look at from Ron and Christian's farm, this doe line goes all the way back to the great-grandparent. So this would be a fourth generation doe that they're letting come off of their farm. So you've got production and great does behind this one. So let's sell her. Beautiful doe.
Another super doe from Triple N, guys. Hey, like her, comes out here, $3,000, $2,100, everybody get in. $500, $5.5 everywhere. $550, $500, half, $600, but get $6.5 everywhere. Now $7.5, $7.5 everywhere. Pretty doe, isn't she? $7.5, $800, but give 80, everybody get on bill. But get $7.5, but give 80, $800, but give 80. Here, computers winning, boys. 800 on bill, but get $7.5, but give 80. Here's a better doe for the money. $7.5, but give 800 on bill, but give 80, everybody get on bill. $800, half, y'all computer. 8, half, 8.5 everywhere. Everybody get half, 900, 900, half computer, 9.5 everywhere. But get 900, but get 9.5. 9 bid, 9.5, half, nothing, but get 10, everybody get 9.5, but get 10. Now you can't buy her doing that. 9.5, but get 10, everybody get 9, but get 10, everybody get 9, but I like her too. 9.5, but get 10, everybody want to try one more time. 9.5, but get 10, everybody get 1,000, 10, half of her, beat you, Andy, 10, half. 10, half of her, everybody get 1,000, 50, everybody get 10 bid, 10 half, but get 10 half, 1,100, 1,100, but get 50, 1,100, you said that a while ago, don't know whether just you or not. 1,100, 10, 50, 1,100 on the bill, computers winning, boys, 10, 50, 1,100, 1,100, half, 11 half of the bill, 11 bid, 11 half, a lot of dough, boys, 11 half, now 12 of everybody get 10 on the bill, 11 half, everybody get 12 to 12 and a half, 11 to 12 and a half, 12 and a half of everybody get 10 half, everybody get 10 and a half of everybody, half, 1,300, 13 where everybody get 13 where everybody get 13 and a half, 13 half of everybody, 13 bid, 13 and a half, everybody get half of everybody get 13 and a half, 13 money half of everybody get 13 bid, 13 and a half anybody else, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, nice doing the ring guy, half now 1,400, 14 now half, everybody get half of everybody get 14 and a half, 14 half of everybody, 14 bid, now half, everybody get half of everybody, money half of everybody get 14 bid, 14 and a half, anybody else, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, now 1,500, 1,500, everybody get 15 where everybody get 14 and a half, everybody get 15, now half, 15 money half of everybody get 15 bid, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 1500, I have, computers winning, 15, but give half, now 1600, but I get 16 where, but I get 16, 16, I have, 16, but I give half it where, but I get 1600, but I give half it where, but I get 16 bid, 16 half, 16, half it where, but I give half it where, but I get 16 bid, 16 half, 1600, but I give 50 where, but I get 16 bid, 16 half, 16 half it where, 16 half, but I give half it where, but I get 16 bid, 16 half, anybody else? 16, money, half it where, but I get 16 half, 16 half, I sold those 1600, thank you, 1600.
410.
410's of our 410, thank you, 410, 1600. Lot 43 coming at you guys, 43.
All right, lot 43 comes from the abandoned dog. Jeff and Nona sent us dog Kayla. Kayla's out of Strikes War Paint, which goes back to Strikes Gold. And then on the bottom side, you got ECR Rojo Grande, which is out of Rusty. And then his Sunny Boy's daughter. And then on the bottom side, the dam to this doe would be dog, Smokey. Okay, Smokey. Yeah, that's easier to say, right? You must have let Nona name that one, right? And then Southern Cross and the Indian Outlaw. And then you got Wild Bill, Windy Hill Onyx and Tay Onyx back in and all of their herd has been tested negative for CAE Yonis for 12 years running. So you can bid with confidence there.
Oh boy, War Paint daughter, Strike Gold, Dream Catcher, kind of like what's going on in this pedigree, don't y'all? How much here? Here we go. $1,000 bill, $10, but he did, but he get 500, but he get 5 and a half everywhere, but he get 5 and a half everywhere, but he get 550. Who wants in? 500, but he get 5 and a half everywhere, but he get 5 and a half, 5 and a half everywhere. And here's a better dough, boys. 500, but he get 50 where, but he get 5 and a half, 5 and a half everywhere, but he get 50 where, but he get 5 bid, 5 and a half. Anybody else? Who wants in for 500? 500 better dough, guys. Take a look here. 500. 5 where, money, 5 where, but he get 5 on bill, but he get 5. Who wants it for 500? 500. 5 where, let her out. 500, but he get 5 where. Anybody else? 500. Thank you. Lot number 44 coming at you guys. 44.
All right, lot number 44 is CHE Swetzer Sally's Flash. Comes from Mark Schweitzer. Alamo daughter. Alamo was a high-selling buck at the CKC sale in 2022. He was Dr. Stimmy and Lake Fort Kiko's main herd sire when he sold out. Her dam is one of the best does in my herd, and she's never needed treating or dewormed. So on the top side, you got that Sesame's Alamo, over Heslington Sesame, and then Outlaw over a Samurai Cinnamon Doe, which gives you Outlaw Cinnamon. On the bottom side, you got the White Lightning, and then comes back down to the MCR Wild West over Mustang Sally, which goes back to Wild Bill and Iron Horse. And he says that this Wild Sally was the best doe in his herd again. Never had any treatment, never had any problems. So number 44 in the ring, let's sell her.
Big, framey, colored up dough, isn't she pretty, guys? My. How much on her? $4,000, 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill, but he get 500, 5 and a half, 600 and a half, 6 and a half. Now 7 and a half. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody get 800 bill, everybody get 800, everybody get anywhere, everybody get no bill. 900, 9 and a half. Everybody get $1,000 bill, but he get 10, 9 and a half, 10, 9 and a half. Everybody get $1,000 bill, but he get 10, everybody get 9, everybody get 10, 10 and a half, 1,000, 50 where, everybody get 10 bid, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, everybody 10, 10 and a half. Big dough, isn't she, guys? 10 and a half, everybody get 1,000. Look at her presence. Now, but $1,000 bill, but he get 10 and a half, everybody get 1,000, 50 where, everybody 10 bid, 10 and a half, 1,000, 50, but he get 10 bid, 10 and a half, everybody else 10 and a half, everybody get 10 and a half. Color to burn, doesn't she, guys? Isn't she pretty? 10 and a half, 10 and a half, 1,100. $11 bill, but he get 10, 50, 1,100, money, 11, everybody get 10, 50, 1,100. $11 bill, but he get 10, 50, 1,100, money, 11, bill, but he get 10, 50, 1,100, 10, 50, the computer's winning, 10, 50, 1,100, $11 bill, but he get 10, 50, 1,100, last call I have, 10, 50, 1,100, let her out, 10, 50, but he get $11 bill, but he get 10, 50, 1,100, sold her, 10, 50, thank you. Buyer number 2660.
All right, we're going to change up the pace just a little bit here for a second. Give our guys in the back just a little bit of break time to get a sip of water. We're going to sell lot number 45, which is a semen lot.
Semen.
We got CPK Rooster Cogburn. We got 2 straws, and it's stored at Bull Nanza. So Rooster produced beautiful stock, and his progeny have size and substance. One of his daughters was offered in the MPI sale in 2018, but we brought her home, and she is a great example of the type of doe that is capable of producing offspring. Her kids are some of the leading ADG kids in their groups. She kidded again in 2025 with triplets for her current owner, who bought her to breed using AI to produce future herd sires. So here you go, Rooster Cogburn, offered by for sale here now, lot number 45.
2 straws stored at Bonanza. Rooster Cogburn semen, guys. How much on the 700, 7 everybody gets on the bill, everybody get 500, everybody get 500, everybody get on the bill, 300, not 400, not 500, now 600, everybody gets 60, everybody gets 600 on the bill, everybody get 500, everybody gets 600 on the bill, 550, now 600, everybody gets 60, everybody get 5 and a half, 600, not half, 6 and a half, yeah, computer, 600, everybody get half, everybody gets 6 and a half, everybody get half, a Rooster Cogburn semen now, 600, everybody gets 6 and a half, everybody get half, everybody gets 600, everybody get half, 6 and a half, how many remember that old movie? 600, everybody get half, everybody gets 600, everybody get half, everybody gets 6 and a half, 6 and a half, everybody gets 600, everybody get 50. Your computer, 6 bids, 6 and a half. Last call, I have 600 and a half, 6 and a half anywhere, 6 and a half. But I give half, 6 and a half anywhere. I sold it 600 right here, 427. Thank you, 427. 600 to 427. Great Chevy engine.
All right, we got another semen lot coming to you here. Lot number 46 is LRFW 304 Super Sport. This is brought to you by Mike Rennick, I think, selling this. It's 2 straws. They're stored in Bonanza. Mike said this was a buck that he first saw when he was getting in the business, which was actually born in West Virginia, and it impressed him so much that he had to go out and find some semen for it. He just remembered it always. So just kind of a little nostalgia here for him. It's a Southwest Sportsman on the top, over a 5C Chantel on the bottom. Goes back to some of the Gotex lines, a lot of old genetics here in this pedigree. So if you're looking for the old genetics and like to bring some of that back into your herd, here's a good opportunity for that. Lot number 46, let's sell it.
Sometimes that's one thing we have to do, guys, is reach back and get some of these old genetics and pull it up and really pump it into some of these herds. Super Sport. How much on this semen, guys? 2,000. 2 to everybody get 2, everybody get 2,000 on the bill, everybody get 2. How much 1,500? How about 1,000? Everybody get 10, 500, 600, where? 600, everybody get 60, 600, not 7, everybody get 7, 8, 9, everybody get 900, everybody get 9,000 on the bill. 910, everybody get 910, 910, 900, everybody get 10, everybody get 10, everybody get 910. 1,100, now 12, but you get 12 to wear, 11, 12 to wear, but you get 12, 1,100, 1,200, but you get 12, 1,300, but you get 13, 14, 1,400, but you get 14, 14, 15, but you get 15, 16, 1,600, but you get 16, where, but you get 15, but you get 16, 17, 1,700, but you get 17, where, but you get 17, 18, 18, but you get 18, where, but you get 18, 19, but you get 19, but you get 19, but you get 18, but you get 19, where, 18, but you get 1,900, 18, but you get 90, where, but you get 1,800, but you get 19, 19, now 2,000 bill, but you get 19, but you get 2,000, 2,100, but you get 21 for 19, but you get 21, yeah, boys, 2,100, what you gonna do? 19, but you get 20, 21, your turn, 2,100, but you get 2,000 bill, but you get 21, 2,000 bill, 21 for, but you get 21, I have, anybody else? You sure? Sold it, 2,000 bill, computer got it, 2,000. 2628, thank you, sir. 2628, top livestock, doing a good job. Lot number 47 coming at you guys, 47.
All right, guys, it's time to get back to work back there in the back. Get some more does up here. We got some to sell. All right, we're coming at you with lot number 47 from McTavish Farms. James and Rita has brought another nice offering to us. It's MCT 0122, which is out of Webb Artemis, which goes back to CVK Stag, and back to Webb's Blue Dominator. And then again, you look there at the end of that, we got a Webb Ginger, which is a wonderful mom. We've done talked about that, produced wonderful offspring. And then CVK June 2 out of Pango Hua, and then Hoosier's Hammer, and again, double bred June on the top. And then you get down at the bottom side, JDR Hawkeye's Nina, which is Jared Dennison's stuff on the bottom. Jared Dennison is known for performance testing year after year. He's done well in that. Goes back to Hawkeye, goes back to Viking, and then goes back to Dale, which again, we know Dale is a doe maker. So you got performance, you got Webb Ginger, which is a wonderful mother, CVK June 2, and the dough maker, so you should have everything you need wrapped up in a nice package, size, maternals, what you need. So let's sell it.
Look, what a nice doe from McTavish, guys. My big white doe. I'm talking about frame and head up and a pretty doe, isn't she? How much on her? Here we go. $3 grand. 3 in the wear. Better get 3, better get 2, better get $1,000 bill, better get 10, 500, 5.5 in the wear, 600, not high, 6.5, not 700, better get 700, better get $7 bill, better get 7.5 in the wear, not 800, better get 80, better get no bill, not half, 8.5 in the wear, 900, better get 9 bill, better get 9, better get 9, 850, 900, yeah, computer, 8.5, better get 9 bill, better get 9, better get 9, 850, 900, better get 9 bill, what a doe, 900, better get, don't you like her, 900, better get 9, 50, better get 9, better get 9 bill, better get 9, 850, better get 9 bill, a stag over a Hawkeye, guys, big, nice doe in the ring, 850, 900, what you gonna do, 8.5, better get 9 bill, better get 9, better get 9 bill, better get 9, 850, 900, anybody else, 8.5, better get 9 bill, better get 9, where I'm gonna sell her, 850, 900, computers out, let her out, boys, 8.5, better get 9 bill, better get 9, better get 9, sold her 850, thank you, 850, 411, thank you guys, 411, thank you.
All right, number 48 doesn't want to come in the ring, but I promise we'll get her there.
We'll get her.
Yep, this is from SWC Aces Riley. This is Joseph and Jamie Mark Doe. SWC Aces Riley was born a twin with a 90-day weaning weight of 56.4 pounds. Don't let this doe's funky hair fool you, they say. This doe is jam-packed with muscle. She's out of the TMK Aces and 8 buck. Again, I've seen this with my own eyes, a great buck, great size. Going to offer that to your herd if you take her home. This is STO Naomi, which is out of Street Marks, TMK Aces and 8, sired the top ADG buck, 7th overall in 2025 West Virginia test. Excuse me. And we purchased Naomi a few years ago at the MPI, and she has not disappointed at all. Despite being a moderate frame, she continues to wean off her kids, and they're all over 50 pounds. We expect Riley to do the same thing for you. Her current weight right now is 190 pounds, and she's been tested negative for CA and Yoni. So let's sell a beautiful doe here in the ring.
Super doe from Southwest, guys. Nice doe they brought you in here. Just a my. Take a look at her, guys. Big, here's a good big doe. How much here? 3 grand, 2 grand. Everybody get in, $1,000 bill, 500, 5.5 in the wear, 550, 500, everybody get 5.5 in the wear, and like her, don't you? 5.5 in the wear, everybody get 50 wear, everybody get $500 bill, everybody get 5.5, 500, everybody get 50, 600, everybody get 600, I got it over here, 5.5, 600, you only in? 600, everybody get 5.5, 600, half, now 7 over, everybody get 700, you both out, 7, 7.5, everybody get 7.5, everybody get 7.5, Joe's in, 7, 7.5 on top, 7, 7.5, everybody gets a computer, 7, 7.5, everybody get 7.5, everybody get 7.5, everybody get 7.5, 7 bid, 7.5, 7, 750 where, everybody gets 7 bill, everybody gets 7.5, now 800, everybody get 80 where, 800 bill, 800, he's out, Joe, 800 bill, 7.5, everybody get 800, 7.5, everybody get 80 where, everybody get no bill, everybody get 7.5, everybody get 800, computers winning, boys, 7.5, everybody get 800 no bill, everybody get 800, anywhere, anybody else, 750, 800, I have. 7.5, 8, let her out, 750, 800, I sold her 7.5, thank you, 750. 2611, way to go, Andrew, good job. 40 done, coming at you guys, 49.
All right,
oh my,
49
big doe here.
got a big, beautiful doe, long as a well rope, as
Yes,
they
sir.
would say, right? Ron told me that that was a saying from Dave Sparks, and I've been waiting to use that too. So this doe here, bringing a little bit of nostalgia back from Sparks there, that she's long as a well rope. She is ASHF Kia. She's out of Cherokee Gold, which of course goes back to Cherokee Fiddler and goes back to a Lover Boy. She is there under Lover Boy. You got MCR Lightning's Lady, which is out of Sunboy, Waco 139, and Victoria's Pudding. That would make this a sister to that Lightning's Titan. So you got that there on the top, and on the bottom side you got SSK Kimmy, which is out of that Hat Rain Man over a D13 doe. And this is a classic cross from Wayne, which has made many, many beautiful does, and they've got that. It's showing up. Ashley's using it for her advantage, and it's showing up as a beautiful doe in the ring right now. Let's sell her. I also say before you get started here again, They are tested negative through Waddle for CLCA and Yoni. Sorry about that.
My. Cherokee Fiddler over a Rain Man. Throw the pedigree out the window. Look what we got in the ring, boys. Feast your eyes on this girl. How much on her? Here we go. $4,000. 4 to wear. Better get 4,000 to the bill. Better get 3. Better get 2. Better get 1,000 to the bill. Better get 500. 600 where? 60 where? 600. Now 7. Better get 7. Everybody get something on the bill. What a no. 700. Better get 7. Everybody get something on the bill. Better get 7. 700. 700. Now 8. 7 8. Better give 80 where you got Randy. 700. Better give 80 where everybody get on the bill. Better get 7 8. You're on computer. 700. Better give 80 where everybody get on the bill. Better get 7 8. 700. 800. Anybody looking here, guys, come to buy a dough. 700. Better give 80 where everybody get on the bill. Better get 7 8. 900. 900. Better get 9 where everybody get on the bill. Better get 9. 800. Better get 90 where everybody get on the bill. Better get 9 where everybody get 800. Better get 9. I believe we're wrong here, boys. What a dough in the ring. Take a look now in the pedigree to burn. 900. 800. Better get 9 where everybody get on the bill. Better get 800. Better get 9. Last call. 900. Now $1,000 on the bill. 910. Better get 910. 910. The other man's out. 910. 900. Better get $1,000 on the bill. Better get 910. Better get 910. Better anywhere. 900. $1,000 on the bill. Better get 910. Better get 910. I tell you what, I don't believe we had a prettier dough in here today. 910. Better get 10. 1100. 1100 on the bill. 10 11 on the bill. Better get 10 11 on the bill. But I bet you'll be a good producer too. 1100. 1100. Better get 10 1100 on the bill. Better 1100 on the bill. Better 1100. Almost son we done, boys. 1100. $1,000 on the bill. 1100. 11 on the bill. 1100. Not 12. Better get 12. Tell him to hurry. 11 12. Better get 12. 11 12. 11 12. 11 12. Better get 12. Better get 12. 1100. 1200. Better get 12. 11 12. 11 12. 11 12. Don't think about it. Just do it. 1100. 1200. Push that button. 11 12. Better get 12. 11 on the bill. Better get 12. Let her out, boys. 1100. Better get 12. 1100. 1200. 1100. 1200. 1100. 1200. I have anybody else? 11 12. 11 12. Boom, soda. 1100. Thank you. 1100.
2648.
2648. Bought a great dough. Another guy was bidding on her and knows it's a great dough. Thank you. Lot 50 coming at you, guys. Lot 50.
All right, lot 50 is WPK Gold Loads 289. Gold Load was a result of a flush from WPK Amazon Prime, which proved to be our most successful flush to date. The consistency and quality produced from this mating have made a lasting impact on our program. The dam of 289 is MGR Titan's Hammer. Daughter currently working in the WPK herd, doing an excellent job in production with strong genetics on both top and bottom. This lot offers proven performance, maternal value, and herd building potential. So got a beautiful doe in the ring here, lot number 50. Let's sell her.
If you don't believe my wife's dog's fat, he keeps setting the truck ball alarm off down there. But every time he turns around, the truck gets him a new spot to lay. He shakes it big enough to set the alarm off. I can't fuss. I do the same if I'm back there sleeping. Hey, guys, look what a doe in the ring. Warriors Path has brought you here. Wow, what a female. My, go load over a Titan's Hammer. How much on her? $4,000. 4 around. Better get $4,000 on the bill. Better get 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. $1,000 on the bill. I got 700, 800. Thank you. 800, 999. Better get 9 on the bill. Better get 9 for everybody. Better get 9 for everybody. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 800 bid. 900 on the bill. Better get 9 for everybody. 9 for everybody. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. What a doe in the ring, guys. 900. 8, 9. Better get 9 on the bill. Better get 9 for everybody. 9 for everybody. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 800, 900, 800, 900. Here's the doe we're missing, guys. 8 bid. 900. 9 on the bill. Better get 9 for everybody. 9 for everybody. 9 for everybody. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I hope she didn't hear me talking about her dog. Now I'll be in trouble. 800, 900 for everybody. 9 on the bill. Better get 9 for everybody. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Anybody else? 800, 900. Here's a better doe, guys. 900. Now 1,000. 1,000 on the bill. Better get 9, 10, 10, 10. 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10. Anybody looking here? 900. Better get 1,000 on the bill. Better get 10 for. Better get 9, 10. Better get 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. Here's a lot better doe, guys. 900. Better get 10 for. Better get 9, 10, 10, 10. Anybody else? 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. I sold a doe 900. Thank you, 900. Going to 420, 420. Lot 51 coming at you guys. 5-1.
All right, got another nice doe in the ring here from KDJ, which is Kenneth and Connie Jesse. You got KDJ On My Mind. It's SSK Kusa was a top, which is an iron horse over exclusively blue. On the bottom side, you got SSK New York State of Mind, which again is that Hat Rain Man, which is Ringo's son, over CVK Sam's 558. which goes back to CVK Blue Clover, which goes back to Paladin, who's done well in some buck testing there. So this is a great doe in the ring, got a good pedigree to go with it. Let's sell her.
Iron Horse over the ring, man. Ha ha. Consigned by KDJ. Hey, like her guys, come to sell here. 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. 1,000, 500, 5 and a half. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5 and a half. Half. Now 600. 5 and a half. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 600. Everybody get 60. Where 600. Now half. 6 and a half. And everybody get half. Now 700. It'll be a young computer. 700. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 70. I'm in the crowd now. 6. Everybody get 7. Computers out. 650. Everybody get money. 700. Now half. 7 and a half. And everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Now your turn, man. 7 and a half. 7 and a half. Now 800. 80. Everybody get no bill. Your computer. 800 no bill. Everybody get 7. Everybody give 80. My ladies in. 7 and a half. Everybody give 800 no bill. Everybody give 80. Everybody get no bill. Your turn, computer. 7 and a half. Everybody give 80. Everybody get no bill. Everybody get 7 and a half. Nice dough. 7 and a half. Everybody give 80. Everybody no bill. Go sell her. 7 and a half. Everybody give 8. Let her out, boys. 7 and 800. Now half. 8 and a half. Half it. Almost had her. 800. Everybody give half it. 8 and a half. 8 and a half. Now 9. Your computer. 8 and a half. Everybody get no bill. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. 900. 9 and a half. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 and a half. 9 bid. 9 and a half. 9 and a half. Are you sure? 8 and a half. Everybody get no bill. Thank you. 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 bid. 9 and a half. I sold her 900. Computer got her 900.
26.52.
26.53. Thank you, Andy. Good job. 26.53. Oh boy, lot 52 coming at you. Look at the color to burn here.
All right, lot 52 comes from us from Dr. Fred again. SMK 285 is another great doe brought to you from Stone Mountain Kiko's. This doe is the exact same mating that produced the number 2 overall buck in 2024 West Virginia buck test. With parasite resistance and overall balance, this doe, she should fit nicely into any herd. And if you had an opportunity to look at this pedigree, you would look back that the dam on this doe's side was bought from NNT and put on Fred's farm, but I know why he bought it. If you look back, it was 5 generations of the same NNT does that were used. So
Yes, sir.
those maternals are great in this goat right here, so she should go home and do well for you.
Colored up like the Cisco kid's horse used to be, if any of you old folks remember that. Hey guys, here's a doe from 5 generations from Stone Mountain. I'm talking about a doe that's got plenty of color, got a female family, and lots of pedigree. Help yourself here. How much on her? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill. 500. Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 5 and a half. 550. Everybody get 5 bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. 550. Hold, sir. Nice color doe. 500. Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Who wants in for 500? 500, not half, 5 and a half, everybody get 5, everybody get 50, everybody get 5 bid, 5 and a half, everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 550, where everybody get 5 on bid, everybody get 50, where everybody get 500, everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, computers winning, boys, 550, and girls, 500, everybody get 50, where everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 600, jack computer, 600, everybody get 60, where everybody get 5 and a half, everybody get 600 on bill, everybody get 600, 600, where I got the bid on top, 550, everybody get 60, where everybody get 600 on bill, everybody get 5 and a half, 600, 600, last call, let her out, 600, everybody get 5 and a half, 600, boom, sold her 550, top row. 408. 408, Sabah. Thank you, sir. 550, thank you. Bought another good doe.
All right, lot number 53 coming to the ring is another offering from Ron and Tom McGill, Ron and Christian McGill. Ron and Tom, I don't know where I got that from. Maybe
That's kind of like Tom and Jerry. They're
Tom and
kinda go
Jerry,
together.
yeah, that's probably what it was. Maybe I was thinking, it's like anyhow, TMK 0791 is out of a Rio Sire, which goes back to Titan's Hammer, and then the copyright Austin, which goes back to Blues Copyright. And we know what the semen for just a little bit ago for Blues Copyright. And on the bottom side, you got TMK Keeper's Kathy, which is out of a Keeper's Earmark, which goes back to Goliath Keeper, and our Wild Bill's Cali, again, goes back to that Wild Bill, which is offering some more of that resistance and growth. And then we throw in a little shot of Sports Cat and SKY 206 Zing, which is a Blues son daughter as well. So a beautiful doe in the ring, a great pedigree, good maternals, good size, good resistance. Let's sell her.
Titan Hammer, guys. Doe in the ring. How do you like her? Here we go. 500, everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, and everybody get 5 and a half, and 5 and a half, 600. 600, where everybody gets 600 on bill, everybody get 5 and a half, everybody get 600, 600, where everybody get 5 and a half, 600 on bill. 600, everybody gets 600, not half. 6 bids, 6 and a half, and everybody get half, and everybody gets 6 and a half, everybody get half, and everybody gets 6 bids, 6 and a half, 6 and a half, 6 and a half, and everybody 6 bids, 6 and a half, and everybody get half, and everybody gets 600, everybody get 50, where everybody gets 6 bids, 6 and a half. Nicer doing that, guys. 600, everybody get half, and everybody gets 6 bids, 6 6.5, now 700 no bill, but he gets 700, but he gets some no bill, 700, from Triple M, now guys, better know, 6.5, but he gets 700, but he gets some no bill, 6.5, 700, but he gets 700, but he gets some no bill, but he gets 700, but he gets 700, but he gets some no bill, but he gets 700. Lots of pedigree here, guys. Titans hammer over this good keeper's earmark. Down on the damn side, I got to believe her wrong here, boys. 650, 700, buy her if you want her, I'm gonna sell her. 6.9, but he gets 7 to rear, but he gets some no bill, but he gets 7, let her out. 650, but he gets 7 to rear, but he gets some no bill. I sold her 650, thank you, 650. Buyer number 2652. 2652, thank you, good job, Andy. Lot 54 coming at you guys, 5-4.
All right, lot number 54 is MRG Jordan. She is out of a high cross. High cross is a large frame, deep body, big width, big bone buck that Mike has, and he's come out of Kiss My Spot, who lived to be 12 and a half years old. So if you're looking for longevity, there it is again. And then Tasman Temptress, which was a dam of sports cat there, so got that. And then Keeper's Legacy, which is out of Goliath Keeper. And then on the maternal side here, you got Red Bull out of Thriller, and then Keeper's Lacey, who was 11 years old on Mike's farm producing. So you've got production on the buck side and the dam side. Great buck, great opportunity for you to put production and longevity into your herd right here.
Production all the way, guys. Production all the way from M&R goats. Hey, like her, come to sell here. 3 grand, 2, 1, everybody get in. 500, 5.5 everywhere. 550, 500, but he get 5.5 everywhere. But he get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5 everywhere. But he get 550 where? 500, but he get 5.5, 5.5 everywhere. But he get 500, but he get 50 where? But he get 5.5. Thank you, 600, 600, but he get 60 where? But he get 5.5, but he get 600 bill, but he get 600. Guys, she's coming from a herd that's been breeding and raising these things for years. I'll tell you what, when you get some from somebody like the Rennicks, you know you're buying a sound program, you know you're buying sound goats, and you know you're getting good pedigrees and good performance and things that have been working for a living, guys. Help yourself. 5.5, 600. What are you going to do? 600, but he gets anywhere, but he get 5.5, but he gets 600, 600 don't be anybody else. 550, but he gets anywhere, 600, 600. Last call, I have 5.5 computers winning, 600, but he gets anywhere. Let her out. 550, but he gets 600. 600, 600, computer got her, 550, thank you, 550. Buyer number 2611, 2611, thank you, sir.
All right, coming another offering from MRG Goats. It's lot number 55. Mike says PBG, this is MRG Darby. She's out of PRG Keeper's Addiction. Addiction is the full brother to the Crush Buck that was a high seller at Heritage Sale in 24. Comes out of Goliath Keeper, and on the bottom side it comes back to Thriller. This will be the first doe that'll be offered out of Addiction, so Mike says when he gets this promoted and everything's going well and these bucks start selling high, then you've already had an opportunity to get one before they get there. On the dam side, you've got Webb Hammer Ginger, which goes back to Titan's Hammer, which is growth and resistance. And again, we've talked a lot about Webb Ginger's credentials. I don't think we need to mention them again. She's an amazing producer. And then in the bottom, you got TMK Blue Thunder. You got a good opportunity to get in, on, as they say in business, on the bottom floor here for a good goat out of a really good buck. So let's sell her.
Nice doe in the ring, guys. Profile her as she turns around for you. How much on her? 3 grand, 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. 500, 5.5 everywhere. 550, 500. Everybody get 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5 no bill. Everybody get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Goliath Keeper over Hammer's Ginger. Guys, we're wrong. 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5 no bill. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5.5, 5.5. Thank you, 600. 600. Everybody get 60 where? Everybody 60 where? Everybody get 600 no bill. Everybody get 5.5. And I'll tell you what, she's a pain under that coat, guys. You get shit off, you're gonna see some white and tan under there. 600, but he gets anywhere, but he get 5.5, but he get 600, 600 where, but he get 550, 600. Anybody else? 600. Here's a better doe. 600 no bill, but he get 5.5, but he get 60 where, but he get 600, but he get 60 where. Last call, 550, 600. Let her out, 5.5, but he get 60 where. I sold her right over here, 550, 550. 401. Thank you, sir. 401. You was just one off of winning the first prize today. Don't help much now, does it? Hey, guys, look here. Lot 56 coming at you.
Yeah, lot 56 is PBG Hoosiers 2533. She's out of BWP Wild Billy, which is a Wild Bill's son. Goes back to that Terminator XX. over Speckles Annie. And then on the dam side, you got PBG 8 Amelia, which is out of a Lynn 8 buck. And then over a PBG Sadie, which is out of Webb Dominator, which again goes back to Webb Ginger. If you'll look again, this will be a third generation doe that's been bred on Pat's farm. So you can buy her. You know, Pat is very much into and is very good at the buck test. And so this is a really good doe. It's negative for CAE and Yonis. And whole herd is tested annually.
Wild Bill over on N8, guys. Wild Bill over on N8 coming from Hoosier Hill. A lot of performance testing in the background on that bunch, guys. Hip yourself here. How much on her? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill. 500. Everybody get 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 550. Half. Now 600. 600. Everybody get anywhere. Everybody get $600 bill. Excuse me. 600. Not half. 6.5 anywhere. Everybody get half. Everybody get 600. Everybody get half. 6.5 anywhere. Everybody get 6 bid. 6.5. 6.5 anywhere. 6 bid. 6.5. Half. You said 600. Everybody get half. Now 7. 700. Everybody gets 70, everybody gets some no bill, everybody gets 700, 770 out on the left, 700, everybody gets 70, everybody gets some no bill, 650, 700, hurry if you want her, 6.5, everybody gets 70, everybody gets some no bill, everybody gets 700, 700, 700, anybody else, 6.5, everybody gets 70, everybody gets some no bill, a lot of performance testing in this pedigree in this farm, guys, 700, 7, everybody gets 6.5, everybody gets 7, last call, I have sold it, 650, thank you, 650. 404, thank you guys, good job.
All right, coming up, lot number 57 is JMI Marina, and she's from Joseph Miles. She is out of JMI Barracuda, which goes back to Kraken. I love to say that word. I think he's got the best names for goats, and he should get an award for that. So JMI Kraken, that's a buck out of an Iron Horse son that he has actually built his herd on, he said. He's number 2 in Parasite Challenge at Langston in 2019. It was his first really good buck that he bought, which was that Iron Horse buck that produced that Kraken. On the bottom side, you got TMK 0059, which is out of Keeper's Earmark, which goes back to the Goliath Keeper, which is Wild Bill Cali, which goes back to Wild Bill. So you got size and resistance there. And then the lower portion of the dam side, you got TMK Lover Boy's Misterm, which goes back to Lover Boy. I think we're losing one back there. And, of course, that's size as well. So you've got a great pedigree here. Joseph's built a really good herd around his buck that he's lost now, and Barracuda's working on replacing that for him. So great doe in the ring. Let's bid on her.
Big, good, Roan doe, guys. Take a look at her. My, coming to you from 217 Farm. I like her, don't you? Blue Roan. Here we go. $3,000. 2-1. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill. 500, 5.5 anywhere. Everybody get 5.5. 600. 600 where? Everybody get 600 bill. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600, 600, 600. She's just thinking about it. 5.5. Everybody get 600 bill. Everybody get 600, 600, 600. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody gets anywhere. Did y'all say Ashley run up there right quick? She's probably had a few jump over a fence or two. 5.5. Everybody get 600 bill. Everybody get 600, 600. Anybody thinking? 600, everybody gets anywhere, everybody get 5.5, everybody gets 600 bill, everybody gets 600. Here's a better doe, guys. Buy her if you want her. 550, everybody gets 600 bill, everybody gets 600, 600, not half, 6.5, everybody get half. Now 700, everybody gets 70, everybody gets 700 bill, everybody gets 700, 700, 700. A lot of frame, a lot of doe here, guys, and a whole lot of pedigree. Cracking over that Keeper's Earmark doe. 6.5, 700, everybody gets 70, everybody gets 70, everybody gets 700 bill, everybody gets 650, 700. Most of it done. 6.5, everybody gets 70, anybody else 650, 700, 700, 700. Let her out. 6.5, everybody gets 70, everybody gets 100 bill. I sold her 650, thank you. 650, 434, thank you. 434, thank you.
All right, lot 58 is a scratch, so we'll move on to lot 59 here. This is SSFK Ebony. She is out of my Bully Buck, which is a big kahuna over Bestala, which goes back to MRG, or goes back to Titan's Hammer, June 2, Cherokee Fiddler, Lady Blackbird, which is a wonderful doe as well. Then you got Heslington Rose, which goes back to Hobo's Rocket Man, Hobo, and that Hobo goes back to performance there. So Ebony's what we think that a meat goat should be, and that's what we're working for to get our herd to look like, and we're really proud of her, so let's bid on her and send her to a good home.
Wow, take a look here, guys. You talk about deep-bodied, big middle, black doe, nice top, right kind. Take a look here. Bully's doing a good job. I'll say that for him. How much on her, guys? Here we go. $3,000. 3 anywhere. Better get 3. Better get 2. Better get $1,000. Better get 500. 5.5. 600 and a half. 6.5. Now 7. Better get $700. Better get 7 on your computer. 700. Better get 7. Better get 6.5. Better get $700. Better get 7. Your turn, computer. 700. Now half. 7.5. Better get 7.5. Better get 7.5. Better get 7.5. Half. Now 800, but give you again, computer. 800, but give you her. Joe's winning. 7.5, but don't you like this though, guys? Take a look. 7.5, but give you where, but you on me. But get 7.5, but give you 800. 800, but give you where? 800, not half. 8.5, but we're 800, but give half. 9, 8.5, but get 9 bill, but get 9.5, but we're 9 bid, 9.5, but get 9, but get 9.5, but we're, but get 9 bid, 9.5. As deep bodied as anything we've had in here today, guys. 9.5, 1,000 bill, but get 10, but get 9, but get 10, yeah, Joe. 9.5, but get 10, 10, 10. Computer's winning. 9.5, but get 10, but get 1,000 bill, but get 10, but get 10, but get 10, 9.5, 10, 10, 10, but get 9, but get 10, but get 9, but get 10, 10, 10, 10, 9.5, but get 1,000 bill. Guys, we're raising meat goats. Here's a doe that's big middle, deep bodied. You talking about a female that can go out and graze all day. You won't have to be sticking grain in her for protein. This girl's got the big middle to hold all. She can raise all day, carry babies while she's doing it, and raise you some darn good money makers. Help yourself. 9.5, $1,000 bill. 9.10, but get 1,000 bill. 9.5, 10, 10 and a half, whatever, but get 10 bid, 10 and a half, whatever. 10, 10 and a half, but get half, whatever, but get 10, 50, and now 1,100. 1,100, but get 1,100 little bill. Your computer. 1,100, but get 10, 50, 1,100, 1,100, my man's in, 10, 50, 1,100 bill. 10, 50, but get 1,100 little bill, but get 10, 50, 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, her if you want her. 10 and a half, 1,100 bill, but 1,100, 1,100, 1,100 and a half. 11 and a half with her, 11 bid, 11 and a half. Yet over here. 11 and a half with her, 11 bid, 11 and a half, half. 11 and a half with her. 11 and a half. Better give half with her. You want back in? 11 and a half, 11 and a half with her. 11 bid, 11 and a half. 11 and a half with her. 11 bid, 11 and a half. Yep, my friend. 11 and a half. You're out. 11 and a half. Now 12. 11 and a half. Better get 12. 11 and a half. Better get 12. You got computer. 11 and a half. Better get 12 with her. Better get 12 on bid. 11 and a half. Better get 12. 1150. 1,200. 12 with the ring, guys. 11 and a half. 1,200. We'll sell her. 11 and a half. Better get 12 with her. Better get 12 on bid. 11 and a half. Better get 12. Better get 12 with her. I have 1150. 1,200. 1,200. Now half. 12 and a half. Half. Now 1,300. 13. Better get 13 where? Better get 1,300. Better get 12 and a half. Better get 13. 12 and a half. Better get 13. You got to get computer. 12 and a half. Better get 13. My man's in. 12 and a half. Better get 1,300. 1,300. Last call I have. 12 and a half. Money. 13. Now half. 13 half. 13 half. 1,400. Now half. 14. Better get half. Now 1,500. Better get 15. 1,500. 15. Better get 15 where? Better get 14 half. Better get 15. By that good dough. 1,500. Better get 14 half. Better get 15. 1,500. 14. 1,500. That's what's called enticing. 1,500. Better get 15 where? Better get 1,500. 1,500. That's right. Take a hug. Darn 15. Now half. 15. Better get half it where? Better get 15 half. 15 half. 15. Better get half it where? Better get 15. Better get half it where? Better get 15 bid. 15 half. 15 half. 15. Better half. Now 1,600. Better get 16 where? Better get 15 half. Better get 16. 1,600. Better get 15 half. Better get 16. 1,600. Better get 15 half. Better get 16. Anybody else? 1,550. 1,600. I have. Boom, soda right back here. 1,550. 401. Thank you, sir. 1,550. 401. Appreciate you, underbidder. Both of you on you. That was a good dough. Grand, good dough. Good dough, Jamie.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Lot
60 coming at ya.
Yeah, MRG 2526. Again, we got another Red Bull daughter here, and it goes back to that Thriller, which has produced all those wonderful test winners. Red Bull was multiple top 10 West Virginia, or has produced multiple top 10 West Virginia finishers, and top PA or Pennsylvania Kiko goat there as well. This on the bottom side, this MRG Princess Peach goes back to Ozarks Red Rocket, goes back to MRG Georgia Peach, which goes back to Hemi Buck that he had, which was wonderful resistance, produced some great goats there. And if you'll look at this, Mike says this is his foundation line here. MRG Princess Peach and MRG Georgia Peach. It'll be a third generation doe that he's put in the ring here for you. So you've got an opportunity to buy another good doe from Mike Rennick and his family. Let's bid on her and sell her for him.
Red Bull over a third generation doe, guys. You can't go wrong here. We already talked about what a farm they're coming from, the Rennick folks. How much on her? Here we go. $3,200, but to get in, pound, that'll be 500. 5.5 to wear, but to get 500, but to get 50 wear, but to get 500, but to get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5 to wear. 550. Hold on, 500 will be, but to get 5.5, 5.5 to wear, but to get 550. 500, but to get 50 wear, but to get 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Anybody else? 550 wear, 550. Who wants in for 500? Better doing that, guys. A lot of pedigree here, a lot of history in this doe, guys. A lot of genetics. She'll work for you. There's that fat dog again. 550, Nike, 500, 9.5, 5.5 at the rear, but to get 5.5, but to get 5.5 at the rear, but to get 5.5, 5, I don't have to get that disabled. 5.5, quit hauling that dog one. 5.5 at the rear, but to get 5, but to get 50, 5.5 at the rear, but to get 5, but to get 5.5. Computers winning, boys. 5.5 at the rear, but to get 5, 5.5, 5.5. Anybody else? 5.50 wear, but to get 5, 5.5. Sold her 500, thank you, 500.
I think what you need to do is get you a nice little dog bed and put it right here.
He's usually laying right there beside her.
That way you can keep your feet warm when it's cold and all that. Take care of it.
Today'd been nice, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir. All right.
2640.
$26.40 on the last one. 2640's a buyer. Thank you, lot 61 coming in.
Lot 61.
Another good black doe.
Lot 61 is a sub, which is, we got a...
Sublot now, sublot.
this
Pretty
is
black doe.
Okay, I just want to make sure that that's, I'm sorry, they're wrong. All right, so this is a sub lot here. It is TMK08. Let me put these glasses on here so I can read them numbers there. TMK0805. It's out of Vaquero on the top. JD and Christian said they bought this doe or this buck to use over some outcross as an outcross for some of theirs. Some of their lines that they had, kind of took a chance on it, and it all worked out really well. He's out of a Shogun doe, which is a buck, which has produced many and multiple test bucks. And again, Vaquero died at about 10 or 11 years old, so you got longevity there. On the dam side, you got TMK E104, which comes out of Goliath's imprint, which goes back to Gotek's Goliath. And then Rack Eve, which goes back to Blue Sun, and very beautiful doe in the ring, my color, so let's sell her.
Hey, black doe and a good one, guys. Brought to you by Triple M. I'm talking about a sub doe, but a good to go. How much on her? Here we go. $2,000, 2 in the wear, but to get 2, but to get $1,000 bill, but to get 10, but to get 800, 99, $1,000 bill, 1,100, 11 wear, 11, 12, but to get 12 in the wear, but to get $12 bill, 12, 1,300, but to get 13 wear, 13, 13, 1,300. Joe's winning, 13, commuters winning, 1,400, but to get 13, but to get 14 wear, 14, 15, yeah, commuter, 14, money, 15 wear, but to get 1400, 15, 16, Joe, 15, but to get 16 wear, but to get 1600, 15, 16, now 17, 1700, computer, come on, 16 B, 17 wear, but to get 17, 18, 18, Joe, 1800, but to get 18 wear, but to get 1800, but to get 17, 18, 1800, but to get 17, but to get 18 wear, but to get 1800, but to get 17, 18, yeah, Joseph, 17, 1800, but to get money, 18 wear, but to get 18, now 19, computer still winning, 18, but to get 19 wear, but to get 1800, but to get 19, 19, 19, 18 B, 19, now 2, 2,000 bill, but to get 10 wear, but to get 19, but to get 2, what do you think about her crowd? Nice doe, isn't she? 19, but to get 2, 2,000 bill, but to get 2, now 21, 2100, 2,000 bill, but to get 21 wear, but to get 21, 2100, 2,000 bill, but to get 21 wear, but to get 21, 2,000 bill, 21 wear, but to get 21, computers winning, 2,000 bill, but to get 21, anybody else? 2,000 bill, but to get 21 wear, but to get 21, other man's out, 2,100, 2 bid, 21 wear, on seller, 2,000 bill, but to get 21, let her out, boys, 2,000 bill, but to get 21, I have, anybody else? 2,000 bill, but to get 111, I sold her $2,000 bill, thank you. Going to 2635. 2635, $2,000. Thank you. Lot 62 coming at you.
I just figured out why Ron and Christian sold that one. It didn't match the rest of their herd. They liked them white, so they had to get rid of it. That's why they substituted that one in there. It didn't match. So they thought
They should have just given her to you, right?
Yeah, that's right. That would have been right. Yep.
Hey, 62 coming at you guys. Oh, my, look here.
Lot 62 coming
Yeah.
at you is GPKG Dusty's Dove here. Goes back to Smack's Dusty Rambler. Goes back to Warsaw, which we know Warsaw again was the first buck was in the first Oklahoma buck test. Excuse me, only 53 participants there. He was the only one that finished with a 0 fecal, and a lot of them, some of them died, some of them didn't finish, some of them was wormed, and some of them was sent home. So you got plenty of resistance there. Then you got SSK Marissa, which goes back again to that Rain Man over, or Hat Rain Man, R811, which is a Ringo son over Lou Crumbs. And then on the bottom side, you got BMK, which is Bremar Alley, Bremar Leah, Bremar Cleo. So again, you've got some maternals that are on the bottom side for you. Elizabeth and Kurt want everyone to know that Dusty's Dam has excellent maternal skills, a great bag, and has some outstanding performance back bucks on the sire side. They have tested negative for CAE, CL, and Yonis, and had their CD&T vaccine on April of 2026. So beautiful doe in the ring. Let's sell her.
What a pretty girl from Gimli Farm Pond, guys. How much on her? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Everybody get in. 500, 5.5 everywhere. 600, 600. Everybody gets everywhere. Everybody gets on bill. Everybody get 5.5. 600, not high. 6 bids, 6.5 everywhere. Everybody get half everywhere. Everybody get half everywhere. Everybody gets everybody get 50. 6 bids, 6.5. 600 computers winning, boys. 6 bids, 6.5 everywhere. Everybody get half everywhere. Everybody get half everywhere. 6 bids, 6.5. Like her, don't you? 600. Everybody get half everywhere. Everybody get half everywhere. Everybody gets everybody get 50. 6 bids, 6.5. Anybody have a thought? 6 bids, 6.5. Everybody give half everywhere. Her if you want her. 600, but give half it away, but gets everybody give half. Now 700, but gets 70, everybody gets on the bill. Young computer. 700, but gets 69, but gets 70, everybody gets 700, 700. Now high. 7, 7, half it away, but gets 7, but gets 7, but gets 7, but computers winning. 7, 7, half. You back in half. Now 800, 800, 800. Young computer. 7, but give 80, everybody on bill, but gets 7, but give 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 800, but give 80, everybody gets 7, but give 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Entered your turn, computer. 800, but give 7, but give bids in the crowd. 7, but give 800 on bill, but give 800, 800, 80. Everybody gets 7, but give 8. Let her out. 7, but give 80. Everybody get on bill, but give 800, 800, 800. I have 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Boom, you got her. 750, ma'am. 750.
433.
433. Thank you, Joe. 433. Thank you, ma'am. Bought a nice doe. Appreciate you bidding, computer. Lot 63 coming at you, 6-3.
All right, another wonderful lot 63 coming from McTavish Farms. This is out of this is MCT Marie. This is out of Stack and Brick.
Kenneth, y'all better look out over there.
Yeah, boys.
You better duck. She threw one plumb to the back a while ago. I thought she was a baseball. Oh, look at her go.
Oh.
What a good job, young lady.
Beautiful toss there.
Hey, there. 63.
She didn't want to hurt nobody. That's why she didn't throw it overhanded. She just threw it through the wall or something. All right, so you got CVK Stack and Bricks, and this is another one of those bucks that I actually saw at a buck collection. He is very big. We're on the right one, right?
Yep.
All right, I've seen you look on.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
All right, so this is a very large medium. When I say medium frame, let's say medium leg buck, but he's very big bone. He's got a wide chest, an extremely deep body, and he didn't want to get in the trailer that day, right? Well, you said you had a little trouble catching him, but anyhow, he goes back to CVK Mezzo, West Virginia 20, which goes back to Chinook, West Virginia 18, which goes back to Titans Hammer over June 2. So you can see plenty of performance testing there with all those West Virginia numbers. And it goes back to Generators June, which goes back to a Gotex generator, which gives us that size, muscle, and then June 2 under that gives us that mothering ability and resistance. On the bottom side, you got MRG Blue Peach, which comes out of High Cross, another buck that, again, in his pedigree, that it's offering size. Goes back to Sky High Kiss My Spot, which has longevity. I think they said he lived for 11 years. Back to that Sun Boy. And if you look at the bottom, again, this doe that McTavish Farm bought from MRG is 3 generations, and this will be a 4th generation of production there.
Wow, longevity, performance, fourth generation doe, guys, coming here out of a stacking brick. How much on her? Nice doe, isn't she? How much on her? $3,200, but get in 500, 5.5 at where? 600, 600, but get 60, everybody get 5.5, but get 600 and a half, 6.5, half, 6.5 at where? Computers winning. 6 bids, 6.5, money, half at where? Everybody gets 600, everybody get 50, 6 bids, 6.5 at where? 6 bids, 6.5, but get half at where? Everybody get half at where? Everybody get 6 bids, 6.5. Like that doe, don't you? Half. Now 700, you got computer, 7 no bill, 700, not half. 7.5 at half. Now 800, but give 80, your turn, computer, 800. 800, don't be able to get some of them, but give 800, not half. 8.5, but give half at 800, don't be able to give half at 800, but give half. Computers winning, boys, 800, but give half. We're out in house. 8 bid, 8.5 at rear, but give half at rear, but give 50, 88.5. Stacking brick, daughter, 800, but give half at rear, 800, don't be able to give half. Most settle me down. 800, but give half at rear, 800, but give half, let her out. 800, but give 50, 88.5, out. Boom, sold her 800. Thank you. 800. Computer got her 2630. 800 to 2630.
All right, lot number 64 coming in the ring is another offering from Joseph and Jamie Marks for SWC Pixie is the name. SWC Pixie was born and raised a triplet with a 90-day winning weight of 37 pounds. This doe was out of a live cover flush, which we did with Iceman, which is a Cherokee Fiddler over Sports Cat, and TMK Sportswoman, which is a keeper's earmark over a Goliath imprint. We think a lot of these kids that, with this flush that we produce, we're keeping several for our own program. Our own herd is raised in forage-based management style. This girl knows how to go out and work for you. Pixie's current weight is 105.4, and she's tested negative for CAE and Yonis. She goes back to Iceman, which goes back to Cherokee Fiddler over a Sports Cat daughter. And then you got Lover Boy over Lightning's Lady. On the bottom side, that Superwoman is a keeper's earmark, which goes back to Goliath Keeper over Wild Bill's Callie, which is a Wild Bill daughter. And again, you got Goliath imprint, so we're double breeding Gotex Goliath or Goliath on the bottom side.
Looks like a worker, doesn't she, guys? And got the pedigree to back her up. How much on her? $3,000, $2,000, 1,000, that'll be 500, 5.5, 600, not half, not 7, not half. 7.5 at everybody gets 100, everybody get 50, 7 bids, 7.5 at everybody gets some bids, 7.5, 7.5 at everybody. 7, I beat you, and you have to be 7.5. I got 7 more here. 7.5 at everybody gets some bids, 7.5 at everybody gets some name, everybody gets some name, everybody gets some name at everybody. 7.5 at everybody gets some bids, 7.5, half, 7.5, half. Now 800, everybody give 80, now you got 800 bill, everybody get some name, everybody give 80, and her bids in the crowd. 800 bill, everybody get some name, everybody give 80, where everybody get on bill, computers out. That's you. 7.5, everybody give 80, where everybody get on bill, everybody get some name, everybody give 80, 7.5, everybody give 800 bill, 800, not half, 8.5, 8.5 at the rear here, everybody give 50, where everybody get on bill, everybody give half, 8 bid, 8.5, you on back in, 800, everybody give half at the rear, on bill, everybody give half, computers winning, 8 bid, 8.5 at the rear, here on bill, everybody give half at the rear, everybody give half, 8.5, anybody else, 8 bid, 850, computers in, 800 on bill, everybody give half at the rear, let her out here, everybody give half, 8.5, boom, computer got her, 800. Bar number 2611, 2611.
All right, we got another doe coming in the ring.
Woo!
She's flashy, ain't she?
Boy, big great thing, isn't she, pretty?
Yeah, boys. She's from James and Ashley Mansfield. This is ASHA Emberlin, and she's out of SSK Blue Rambo, which is out of Ozark Bounty. Again, over that D12 doe, which has produced many, many wonderful offspring. That doe goes back to Iron Horse and Skybird Salsa. So you've got two wonderful maternal lines there. On the bottom side, you get MRG Sparkles, which is MRG GT, which goes back to Hemi, which goes back to that resistance and production. And then also you got MRG Sports Lee, and that goes back to Sky High Kiss My Spot, which goes back to Lover Boy. And if you remember, I think I'm right, Sky High Kiss My Spot was that 11.5 or 12-year-old buck that lasted, so you got longevity there. So got everything you need rolled up into a beautiful package, and the wrapping on it looks good too. So Let's sell her.
Man, oh man, Blue Rambo over a Hemi female, and feast your eyes at this girl in the ring, guys. Pretty great thing. Is about as slick as you can get them, aren't they? How much on her? $4,000. $4 to wear. Everybody get 4,000 on the bill. Everybody get 3, everybody get 2. How about 1,000? Everybody get in. 10 for everybody get 10 for 500. 600. Now 7. 7, 8. Everybody get 80 for everybody get on bill. Everybody get 7, 8. Everybody get 80 for everybody get on bill. Everybody get 7, 8, 8, 700, 800. 7, 8. Everybody get 80 for everybody get on bill. Anybody looking here? My. 7, 800. 80 for everybody get on bill. Everybody get 7, 8, 8, 700, 800. 700. Everybody get 800. 9. Everybody get 9 on bill. Young computer. 800. Everybody get 9 for everybody get 9 on bill. Big gray dough, and I'm talking about fancy, guys. Big bone, big bodied, pretty as she can be. Big long neck on her. Just a female, a matron to make a breeding dough out of. 800, 900. What you gonna do? 800. Everybody get 9 for everybody get 9 on bill. Everybody get 9. I'll take a half. 800. Everybody get half of the rear. Everybody get 50, 80 and half, 80 and half on seller. 800. Everybody get half of the rear. Everybody get 50, 80 and half, 80 and half. Anybody looking here, guys? Anybody come to buy females today? 8 and half. What are you gonna do? 800. Everybody get half of the rear. Everybody get 50, 80 and half, 80 and half of the rear. Everybody get 50, 850, 800 on bill. Everybody get half of the rear. On bill. Everybody get half. 900. You said 900. Everybody get 9 on bill. Everybody get 9 where? Everybody get 9. Is that him? 850, 900. 8 and a half. Everybody get 9 on bill. Everybody get 9 where? Guys, I think you're throwing off because of this 24th birthday. But look when it was. 12/29. She's basically a 25 baby. Don't let that age think she's older. This doe's not old. She's just coming a yearling. Help yourself here. We're way wrong on her. 8 and a half, 900. Buy if you want her. 8 and a half. Everybody get 9 on bill. Everybody get 900. 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 and a half. You out the back, boys. 9 bid, 9 and a half. What are you gonna do? 900. Everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 9 and a half. You want back in? 9 and a half. He said no. 900. Everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 9. I like this dough. 9 bid, 9 and a half. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 50. 9 bid, 9 and a half. 9 and a half. Now 1,000 on the bill. 9, 10. Everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 9 and a half. Everybody get 10. Somebody gonna love her when she gets bred and has some babies. I bet you that. I bet you the first pair I'll pay for her. 900. Everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 9. Everybody get $1,000 bill. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 9 and a half. You going back in? $1,000 bill. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. I have 9 and a half, 10. Let her out. 9 and a half. Everybody get 10. Where? Sold her 9 and a half. Right back here. 9 and a half. 435. Where are you at? Right over here. Lori done slipped one in on us, didn't she? I like the way Lori buys goats. I know. I'm just picking it. Hey, my gosh. What in the world just showed up here? Holy moly.
The big stinky boy.
You better ride them with cutting horses and jumping around horses. Just climb on him. Get you a horn in each hand. Woo-hoo.
All right, folks, we've got the you could probably smell them coming in before they got here.
Oh, the perfume's beautiful.
Yes, it's WPK Rotan Blues Crypto, right? Crypto's out of OLF Rotan Blues, which goes back to Blue Sun, and then OLF Queen of Hearts, which goes back to Sunboy Rotan 150, and that goes back to Moneymaker. The bottom side, you got OLF Pango Charlotte, which is produced by Pango Hua over OLF Maggie
They didn't stand there and settle them
It goes back to Pango's Black Diamond, goes back to Pango. So Lot 66 here is a great offering with a pedigree stacked for performance and production, says Andy. He's Sire's Blue Sun out of a Moneymaker bred doe, known for adding quality and consistency to her offspring. We crossed this line with one of our proven Pango Hua daughters, and a doe that continues to be strong producer in our herd. This buck offers an excellent opportunity to add flesh and capacity to your offspring while also improving udders, hoof quality, and maternal traits. He combines growth, structural correctness, maternals, and a complete package, and he is wrapped up again in a beautiful, beautiful wrapping paper there too. Love those black does and bucks.
Indian Page Warrior's Path has brought you a son of a gun here, guys. Take a look here. My. Blue Sun over a Pango Hua. Bred Royale. Feast your eyes on what's in the ring, straight-legged, correct as he can be, good pasture, big bone, deep-bodied, straight top. I'm talking about a good rascal. Help yourself here all you want to. 10,000. 10 for everybody get 10,000 little bill, but get 10 for everybody get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 5,000 little bill, 55. 5 for everybody get 5,500, but get 5 for everybody get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. How about 3,000? 3 anywhere, everybody get 35 for everybody get 35, 5, 5. I got 1,000 little bill, 12 and a half. 12 and a half for everybody get 12 and a half, but get half for everybody get 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half for everybody. 1,000 little bill, but get 12 and a half for everybody get 12 and a half, but get 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, but get 15, 1,500, 1,500, 15, now 17 and a half, but get 17 and a half, but get 17 now, now 2. 2,000 little bill, not 200, 22 and a half for everybody get 2 and a half for everybody. 22 and a half, I got Joe, 22 and a half for everybody get 10 and a half, but get 10 and a half, 5, 5, 5, 25, 27 and a half, but get something now 3, now 32 and a half for everybody. 32 and a half, but get 2 and a half for everybody get 3 grand, 32 and a half, but get 2 and a half. He's 32 and a half, now 5, 35 for everybody get 35, 5, 5, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, but get 7 and a half, but get 7 and a half, but get 7 and a half for everybody. 3,500, 37 and a half, but get 7 and a half. It's only money, boys. You might as well have a good 37 and a half, but get 4 grand, 40 where, but get 4,000 little bill. 40 where, but get 4, 4, 4. What's a good book worth, guys? My golly, 4,000 little bill. 37 and a half, but get 4 and where, but get 4,000 little bill. 4, now 42 and a half, but get 2 and a half, but get 42 and a half, but get 2 and a half, but get 2. Don't even think about it, just be it. 42 and a half, but get 2 and a half, but get 2 and a half. Now 5, 45 where, but get 2 and a half, but get 5. 42 and a half, but get 45, 45, 45 where, but get 2 and a half, but get 45, 5, 5. You might as well have the best buck in the country as anybody else. Go ahead and be it. 42 and a half, 45, 42 and a half, 45 where, but get 2 and a half, but get 45 where, but get 2 and a half, but get 5. Can you imagine, as young as this buck is, how many great kids you're going to raise out of him? 42 and a half, 45, buy him. 42 and a half, 45. Now 7 and a half, but get 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 45, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, but get 7 and a half, but get 45, 47 and a half, 7 and a half, but get 47 and a half, but get 7 and a half, but get whatever is high, 47 and a half, 7 and a half. Now 5 grand, 5 where, but get 5 where, but get 5, go ahead and buy it. $5,000 bill, but get 5 where, but get 5 where, but get 47 and a half, but get 5, 5, 5. Now 52 and a half, 52 and a half, but get 2 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 and a half, but get 52 and a half, 52 and a half. You know what, guys? I watched this buck quite a bit in his pen last night. I watched every time he put his foot down. I watched every time he took a step. I watched him every time he moved around. I didn't catch a flaw in him anywhere, anyway. And I'll tell you what, he's wide, he's square, he put those feet out where they're supposed to be. He's a meat goat. He's going to be a herd sire, no question. Now, profile him right there as he stands, guys. You can't get any better than that. 5,000, 52 and a half, 2 and a half with everybody get 2 and a half, but get 2 and a half. Now 5, 55 with everybody get 5, where everybody get 55. Buy that good buck. 55, now 7 and a half, 7 and a half, now 6,000 little bill. 6,000, go ahead and buy it. 6,000 little bill, but you see anywhere. I know she wants you to. 6,000 little bill, but you see anywhere, but you get 6,000 little bill, but you see anywhere. She's just kidding. 6,000 little bill, but you get 57 and a half, but you get 6,000. Let's try him one more time. 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. Buy that buck. You come to get him, let's take him home. 6,000 little bill, but you get 60 anywhere, but you get 6,000 little bill, but you get 7 and a half, but you get 6. Let's try him one more time. 6,000 little bill, but you get 60 anywhere, but you get 6,000 little bill, but you get 57 and a half, but you get 6. You might as well own him as anybody. 6,000. Have you a good buck there? 6,000. Now 2 and a half, but you get 2 and a half. 2 and a half. Now 5. 65 would wear. 65 would wear, but you get 5 where, but you get 65. 5, 5, 5 would wear, but you get 62 and a half. 65. He's a meat goat, guys. I want to say this. I hadn't been in the Kiko business forever like some of these guys. I see a lot of bucks that don't have enough meat on them. You can't say that about this rascal right here. He's made right, he's built right, and he's got meat. He's got meat all over him, and he'll throw you meat. He's going to be a meat goat sire. He's going to be a leading sire in this industry, I believe, and he's got the meat to back him up, guys. 2 and a half, now 5, 65. 65 would wear, but he get 5 would wear, but he get 2 and a half, but he get 5 where, but he get 62 and a half, but he get 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 62 and a half, but I want to ask you again if you want to try him one more time. 65, might shut the door. 65 would wear, but he get 5 where, but he get 5 where. He said no, 62 and a half, but he got, thank you for your bidding, my friend. 62 and a half, 65, 65 in here, rascal, look at him. Park out wide and square. Look at that front end, look at that rear end. 62 and a half, 5 would wear, but he get 5 where, but he get 2 and a half, but he get 5, 5, 5, 62. Anybody else? 62 and a half, but he get 5 where, but he get 5 where, but he get 2 and a half, but he get 5, 5, 5, 62 and a half, 65, 5, 5. You want to try him one more time. 62 and a half, 5, 65, buy that buck. 65, 65, you want to wish you had. 65, 65, 65, one time. Let's try him. 65, 65. Now, he said no. Sold him 62 and a half. Right over there, boys. Thank you for bidding, my friend. Thank you.
406.
406, thank you. 406, 62 and a half. Thank you. Appreciate you bidding, my friend. Nice buck, you know that. Thank y'all. Lot number 67 coming at you guys. Lot 67.
All right, lot number 67 is another buck, or second buck of the day here.
Oh, my golly, look coming here. Backing him up. We went from black to white. Take a look at this rascal.
I was going to say one extreme to the other.
Where you going,
One
Ashley?
extreme of the color wheel to the other. All right, so TMK0832, he's out of a
Wow.
man. TMK832 was a participant in the 2025 North Dakota buck test. During the test, he ranked number 4 overall and number 3 in the average daily gain. And you got to remember, this test was also had a bunch of boar bucks in it as well. The bottom side of this pedigree contains TMK's core genetics, which is Big Kahuna over Terminator and Titan's Hammer. Offspring are on the top side of the pedigree is a product of an AI program that Ron and Christian did with the buck Meter Man. Meter Man was known for his performance, longevity in the herd. Reports indicate that Meter Man still maintained a 75% viable semen count at the age of 10 and serviced 75 does at 10 years old.
Wow.
So this is again another example of longevity, and remember, longevity means money in your pocket. You're not having replaced when they can keep working for you.
Wow, wow, wow. Take a look at him, guys. We've just been talking about conformation. Look how strong this buck's top is. Look how tight his shoulder is. Look how that neck comes up out of that shoulder. Just perfect into that headset. Big, wide front end on him. And here's a buck that's unique. He's really an outcross kind of, isn't he, Ron? He'll work on so many things for you guys. Big old front end, big old forearm on him. And I'm talking about a lot of frame and a lot of size here. Here is somebody, a stomped down herd sire. How much on him? 10 grand too. 10 anywhere, better get 5,000 to the bill, better get 55, 5, better get 5 to wear, better get 3,000 to the bill, better get 35 to wear, 3,500, better get 35 to wear, better get 2,000 to the bill, got 1,000, 12 and a half, 1,000 to the bill, 12 and a half to wear, better get 12 and a half, better get 15, 1,500, 12 and a half bid, 15 wear, better get 1,500, better get 12 and a half, better get 50 wear, 15, now 79, bizzle here, 15, 79, better get 79 for the wear, 17 and a half, now 2,000 to the bill, 2 to wear, 2,000, now 22 and a half, better get 2 and a half, better get 2 and a half, what are you gonna do? 22 and a half, better get 2 and a half for the wear, better get 20, better get 22 and a half, better get 2,000 to the bill, 22 and a half, better get 2 and a half, better get 2 and a half, better get 2 and a half in there, herd siren ring, guys, 22 and a half, better get 2 and a half, better get, what do you say, 2 and a half, better get 2,000 to the bill, 22 and a half, better get 2 and a half, better get 2 and a half, better get 2 and a half, better get, I'll take 21 one time, 2,000 to the bill, better get 21, where, better get 21, 1, you go back in, 2,100, better get 1, where, better get 2,000 to the bill, better get 21, 1, here's a lot better buck, and we got money, I'll say that for her. Here's a buck that's got the pedigree. He's a complete outcross if you need that, guys. Got a wide front end on him, got a big middle on him, got a tight shoulder on him, big strong back, good looking head on him, nice neck on him, just a guy that's going to make somebody a true herd sire. You'll be hearing about him from down the road, guys. I got 2,000 bid, 21. Anybody else? I'm going to sell him. 2,000 bill. Here's one worth of money, 2,100. 2,000 bill. Better get 21 where? Better get 21, 1. How about here? 2,100. Better get 2,000 bill. 21 where? Anybody else? 2,100, 2,100, 2,100. I have. Boom, sold him. Right over here, $2,000 bill, $429. Thank you, my friend. $429. Thank you. Next one is.
Yep, 68, yep.
Got a doe. Lot 68 coming at you guys.
All right.
2 great bucks, isn't they? 2 great bucks.
Two
Wow.
great bucks. 2 great bucks.
Oh, look at this badger face girl. Real
All right.
pretty girl.
Another badger face. You like her, don't you?
Yeah, boy.
All right, this is KDJ Tommy Hawk's On the Mark. This comes out of Outlaws Tommy Hawk, which again, I've told you multiple times that Kenneth and Jesse, I've seen this buck person. He's nice buck, built well, nice big bone, deep bodied. It comes out of Outlaws over GEHK 59, which is a cross that produced Thriller and all those buck test winners. 59 comes out of an Iron Horse, which is going to give you size. And then that GHK Y51 is going to give you Lover Boy. Is from Lover Boy, which is another shot of size. On the bottom side, you got KDJ Hammers on the Mark, which goes back to Hoosier's Hammer, which again is Titan Hammer over Web Ginger. Enough said when I say Web Ginger, because I have talked about the multiple bucks that she sired. Anything you put with her seems to turn out good. And that Web Hoosier's Hammer is responsible for producing many buck test participants and winners in buck test. So a beautiful doe in the ring, beautiful color, great pedigree. Let's sell her.
Oh my, what a nice doe from Jesse Farm here, guys. Kenneth and Connie brought you a nice one here, and I've got one at home just like her, and boy, has she got a pretty pair of kids on her. How much on her? Here we go, guys. $3,000, $2. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill, everybody get in, everybody get in, 10. 500, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. 550, who wants in? 500, everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Money, half everywhere, everybody get 5, everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Anybody? 500, not half. 5 and a half everywhere, everybody get 5 and a half everywhere, everybody get 5, 550, 500, everybody get 5 and a half. Won't be back, boys. 500, everybody get 50 where, everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Here's a better doe. 550 where, everybody get 5 bill, money, half everywhere, everybody get 5 bid, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Now 600, computers in. 600, not half, y'all computer. 6 bids, 6 and a half everywhere, everybody get half everywhere. Your turn, computer. 6 bids, 6 and a half everywhere, everybody get half everywhere, everybody get 600, everybody get 50. 6 bids, 6 and a half, everybody get half everywhere, everybody get half. Pretty doe, isn't she? 6 bids, 6 and a half everywhere, everybody get half everywhere, everybody get 600, everybody get 50, everybody half. 600, not half, everybody get half everywhere. Anybody else? 600, everybody get 50, half, and 700, everybody get 700, everybody get 700, not half. 7 and a half everywhere, everybody get 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half, everybody get 7 and a half everywhere. Your turn, computer. 7 and a half, computer's turn. 7 bids, 7 and a half everywhere, money, half everywhere. 7 and a half, 7 bids, 7 and a half, money, half everywhere, everybody get 7 bids, 7 and a half. 7 and a half, everybody get half everywhere, and 7 bids, 7 and a half, 7 bids, 7 and a half. Last call, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. I have. Boom, sold her right back here, 700. Thank you, 700. Buyer number 427, is that 425? 425, thank you, 425. 700, lot 69 coming at you guys, 69.
All right, lot 69 is SMK 295. Is another great doe from Stone Mountain Kikos. This is another cross from the young buck MRG 2333, who is a son of Red Bull. This crossed nicely over one of our great homegrown does that are field hardy, ready to go to work on your farm and produce great kids. Negative for CAE and Yonis. So again, we've got MRG 2333, which goes back to Red Bull, goes back to Thriller, and Iron Horse Creamy, which gives you size and production and some parasite resistance. On the bottom side, you got SMK Hoss's Snowy, which is Herschel's Hoss, which is the number 2 overall buck in the West Virginia buck test. Goes back to Little Joe's Herschel and Little Joe. The dam there over Little Joe's Herschel was ACK Mulu, which goes back to Denali. Denali was an outstandingly large, well put together buck that I personally seen. He produced the number 2 overall in 2020, the number 5 overall in 2021. And then you go back down to MTN 835, which goes back to some of the LCK Redman, Macho's Black Guy, and Springs Spotty Baby. So another doe here in the ring that'll do well for you. That's going to make you some babies and earn you some money. So let's bid on her.
Red Bull over Herschel's Hoss, guys. Hey, like her. Here we go. How much? $3,000, $2,100. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill, 500, 5 and a half everywhere. 550, 500. Everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get $5 bill. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5 bid, 550 where. Everybody get $5 bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. Who's in for 500, 5 everywhere? Everybody get $5 bill. I'll say one thing about Fred's goats, guys. He don't pamper them. They work for a living. They graze and they earn what they get. Every penny of it. And his goats will sure go home and work for you guys. 500. Who wants in? 500, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5. Who wants it for 500? Nice doe in the ring, guys. 500, everybody get 5 on the bill, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5. Here's a better doe, worth the money. 500. Who wants in? 500, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5. Let her out. 500, everybody get 5 everywhere, everybody get 5. 500. She'll work, guys. 500, everybody get 5 everywhere. Thank you. Lot number 70's out. Going to lot number 71.
Lot number 71 is MRG 2521, which is a Red Bull daughter. Red Bull's out of Thriller. Again, buck testing there over that Iron Horse Creamy, which is out of Iron Horse, which is going to give you that shot of size and growth there that you want. MRG Isla is out of Sky High Kiss My Spot. Again, Sky High Kiss My Spot lived till he was 12 and a half, so that's going to give you some longevity from that buck side. That's going to pass it on to your mother. And that Sky High Kiss My Spot is out of a Lover Boy, or is a Lover Boy son over a Tasman Temptress, which goes back to Aristocrat, another famous doe in the Kiko world. And then she's out of MRG Hemi's Carmen, which is out of Hemi. Hemi's well known for his resistance and production as well. Hemi's produced multiple top 10 buck kids in the Merlin buck test, and this again is a third generation doe in the ring for Mike and Lori Rennick. And so you know they're liking this blood, this line or this lineage of does. So a good opportunity to buy good doe, got color with it, nice size. Let's bid on her.
Another great doe from the Reddings, guys. Great family, great breeder. How much on her? Here we go. 3 grand, 2, 1. Everybody get in 500. 5 and a wear. Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 5, 550. Who wants her? 5, 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Everybody get 5. Everybody get 550. Where everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half. Everybody get 50. 500. Everybody get 5 and a half. Who wants in for 500? Pretty doe, you bet. 500. I saw her first, right over here. 500, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. You up top, 5 and a half, 600, 600, ma'am, you're out. 600, 600, but you see here, 600, 9, 6 and a half. He's out, Joe. 600, but you see 9. My lady's in. 6 bids, 600, but you have it. Everybody gets 6 bids, 6 and a half. He's out on top. 6 bids, that's her. 600, but you get 6 and a half. Everybody gets half. Andy, you're out too. 6 bids, 6 and a half. Everybody gets 600, but you get 50. Computers out. 6 bids, 6 and a half. Ladies in. 600, but you get half. Everybody gets 6 bids, 6 and a half. But you get half, half, half. 600, 6 and a half. Everybody gets 6 bids, 6 and a half. Last call. I have. Anybody else? Great breeder, great pedigree, and a great doe, guys. 600, 6 and a half. Sold her 600 straight away. You got her, ma'am. 600.
433.
473. 433. Pardon me. 433. Thank you, Joe. I can't hear. Can't see either. Lot 72 coming at you guys. Lot 72.
All right, lot 72 is from Stony Creek Farms. This is from Bill and Keisa Francis. It's STO Roxanne. Roxanne is out of Web Generator Ginger. He's a buck from Generator. We know that Generator, again, we just talked about that earlier, has done real well. It's really sought after, the pedigree. Not a lot of the semen left out there, and that Ginger, of course, Ginger's one of those does we've talked about 100 times again, and I keep saying it over and over again. This, whoever she's put with, she produces great offspring. Lot 72 is sired by Web Generator, which I've already said, produced the number 4 overall buck and the number 2 ADG buck, which is the same buck on the buck test in 2025. He is a son of Generator, and we know that Generator is known for adding bone frame and meat to his offspring. Generator Ginger's dam is Web Ginger, who's the daughter of CGI Shogun. On the bottom side, Roxanne's pedigree, we know her dam GSK H615, who's known as on Bill's farm as Whitney. Whitney is a farm favorite for Bill and Keisa, and they like it so highly that this is the doe that they are consistently using with their lap AI and their flush projects. Bill said to him that if he's always kept most of the females, but if decided to let one of those go, and she is tested for negative for CAE yonis, and the whole herd is tested annually and up to date on the CD&T.
Nice doe from Stony Creek, guys. Like her, don't you? Here we go. 3 grand, 2, 1. Everybody get in. 500, 5 and a half in the rear. 550, 500. Everybody get 5 and a half in the rear. Everybody get 5 and a half, half, 5 and a half in the rear. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 50. If I bid 5 and a half. Nice doe from Stony Creek now. 5, 5 and a half in the rear. 5, 550 where? Good female family. 500. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half in the rear. Everybody get 50. If I bid 5 and a half. Who wants in for 500? 500. Everybody get 5 and a rear. Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 where? Everybody get 5 where? Everybody get 5. Here's a better doe, guys. Who wants her for 500? Right quick. 500, everybody get 5 where? 500. Computers in. 500, everybody get 5 and a half where? Everybody get 5, 5 and a half. 5, 5 and a half. You gonna like her computer? 5, 5 and a half where? Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5 on bill. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Anybody else? 5, 5, 50, 5, 5, 50. Let her out. 500 sold her. Computer got her. Number 2611. Bought another good one. 2611, 500. Thank you. Lot 73 coming at you guys. 73 now.
We're
Seaman.
going to switch it up just a little bit here and sell some frozen assets. We got a couple of semen straws that are stored at Bonanza, and this is TMK Blue Thunder. This is a Blues son over a GFI RM Miss Wonder, who's out of a Terminator XX over a Keeper daughter. So you've got Blue Sun, you've got Terminator, you've got Keeper, got Sunboy 149 in it. So you got a package of growth, resistance, meat. Let's go ahead and sell this semen.
You bet. 2 straws, guys. 2 straws of Blue Thunder. Excuse me, stored at Bonanza now. How much on her? Here we go. 500 on him. 500. Better get 500. 500 and a half. And everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 600 and a 7 and a half. 800 and 9. 900 and 9 and a half. And 9 and a half. And everybody get 9 bid. 9 and a half. And everybody get 9 and a half. 9 and a half. And everybody get 50. Everybody get 9 and a half. If I look up when it ended. 9 and a half. And everybody get 9 on bill. Everybody get 9 and a half. Half. 9 and a half. And everybody 9 bid. 950. Where computers in, boys. 900. Everybody get 9 and a half. And everybody get 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 and a half. And everybody get 9 bid. 950. 900, 9 and a half. Anybody else? 9 and a half, 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 bid. 950, 950, 950. I have. Boom, sold it. 900. Thank you. 900. Going to the computer. 2639. 2639. Thank you, Andy. Here we go. Lot 74 coming at you. Lot 74.
Oh, wow. Look at the color here.
Oh, boy.
Pretty. Everybody's going to like this.
Tri-colored.
Gary thought it's a nice tri-colored doe. Her name is CSP Denali's Autumn. This doe is sired by ACK Denali. And I can't say, I haven't said enough times that I actually, again, is one of those bucks that I personally saw. He was probably one of the legitimate 300-pound bucks. I've heard a lot of people say that there's 300-pound bucks. He was a massive buck, we're correct. Nice width, nice length, nice depth, but he was a big buck, which lost way too early. So he produced the number 2 overall in 2020 and number 5 overall in 2021 at West Virginia Buck Test. The doe's dam is GNX Roscoe Kiko train, which brings together 2 of the great bloodlines run by Ambrose Creek Kiko. If you're looking for Roscoe, he is great maternals. He'll fix udders on any kind of problem that you have. He's just wonderful for that. So you've got really good genetics, really good maternals. So let's spit her off here. Let's buy it.
Denali over Roscoe. My. Look what a good doe Gary's brought you here, guys. And color to burn. How much on her? Here we go. 3 grand, 2 grand. How about 1,000? Everybody get in. 10 for everybody get 10 for everybody get 500. 5 and a half everywhere. 550 where? Everybody get 5 and a half. 600. Everybody gets anywhere. Everybody gets no bill. 600. Everybody gets anywhere. Everybody get 5 and a half. 600. Not half. Got Ashley. 6 and a half. Now 7. Everybody gets no bill. Yeah, computer. 6 and a half. Everybody gets 7. 700. Everybody gets 7. Everybody gets 700 and a half. 7 and a half. You got Ash. 7 and a half. Everybody gets 7. Everybody gets 7. Everybody gets 7 and a half. 7 and a half. Everywhere. 7, 750. 7, 7 and a half. Everybody gets 7 and a half. 7 and a half. So I like her too. 7, 7 and a half. Go ahead and buy her. 7, 7 and a half. Everybody gets 7 and a half. Now 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody get on bill. Your turn, computer. 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody get on bill. Everybody gets 7 and a half. Everybody get 80. 800. Now half. 8 and a half. Everybody get half. Everybody get 50. 8 and a half. 8 and a half. It's only money. 8 and a half. Might as well have the prettiest doe here. 8 and a half. They're cool, didn't she? 8 and a half. Everybody get 50. 8 and a half. 8 and a half. 8 and a half. 8 and a half. 8 bid. 850. Where? You don't be able to give half it. 800. They're having a little conference. 8 bid. 8 and a half. You want to try? 800. Give half it. Here and don't be able to give half. 8 and a half. And she got quick reactions, don't she, Ashley? 800. Give 50. Where? You don't be able to give half. 8 and a half. 8 and a half. Anybody else? 800. Give 50. Let her out. 800. Give 50. 8 and a half. Sold her 800. Thank you. 800. 2663. Thank you, Andrew. 2663. Top livestock doing a top job.
All right, we got lot number 75 in the ring. This is TPA, Dark Shadow. Greg and Sheridan say that this doe has been vaccinated for CD&T. It's negative for CLCAE and Yawnies. On the top side, the sire side is TPA High-Vo, which goes back to high voltage, which then goes back to generator. And we know about generator can give us that size, which you're probably looking at from there. Then it goes down to the bottom side. You have Strikes Gold over BTH Blackberry's Winter. And then on the dam side, you got Strikes Diane, which again is over Strikes Gold. So your double bed Strikes Gold here, down to Isaiah Fire out of an Iron Horse, and Sky Winona. All right, so a beautiful doe here in the ring. Got some good genetics, some older stuff. Let's sell her.
Pretty black and tan doe from Tater Patch, guys. My, isn't she a doll? 3 grand. Tell her everybody get 2. How about 1,000? Everybody get in. 10. 500. 5 and a half everywhere. 550. 500. Everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5 and a half. Money, half everywhere. Everybody get 5. 550. Who wants in? 500. Everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 600. 600. You got 9 more. 600. Everybody gets anywhere. Everybody gets 600 on the bill. Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody gets 600. 600. 60 round. I'm in the middle now. 5 and a half. Everybody gets 600 on the bill. Everybody gets 600. Anybody else? You boys go. Going back in. 600. But he 60 where? But he get 5.5. But he get 600. 600 where? Anybody else? 550. 600. Better dough. 5.5. But he get 60 where? Nice dough and tater batch. 5.5. 600. I sold her 550 straight away. 550.
418.
418. Thank you. Another good dough. 418. Lot 76 coming at you guys. 7-6.
All right, lot 76 is coming to us from the abandoned dog Kiko's. That's Jeff and Nonna Cullen. They bought us dog as Asling. How you gotta tell Nonna to make names easier to say, especially if you're gonna have a redneck like me talking up here, okay? So you got ROW Iron Tartan, which goes back to Iron Man, which goes back to Iron Horse. See, I can say those names, Iron Horse, right? And then it goes back to SMK Darla, which is one of Dr. Fred's does. And then on the bottom there, you got PJM Pharaoh Copyright, which goes back to Blues Copyright. And then you got Dog Bave, SMK Jasmine, which goes back to a Workhorse, which goes back to Iron Horse, and then you got Strikes War Paint, Strikes Gold in there as well. So you got plenty of size from the Iron Horse side. You've got toughness and size from the Blues Copyright. It's a great dough in the ring. Let's sell her.
Oh my, Iron Man over a war paint, guys. How much on her? Here we go. 2 grand to anywhere everybody get 2. How about 1,000? Everybody get 10, 500, 5.5 anywhere. 550 where everybody get final bill. Everybody get 5.5, 5.5 anywhere. Who wants it? 5.5, 600. 600, everybody gets anywhere. Everybody gets on bill. Everybody get 5 and Joe's winning. 5.5, everybody gets anywhere. 600, everybody gets anywhere. Color to burn, don't you guys? 600, everybody gets anywhere. Money, 60 where? Everybody get 5.5, everybody get 600. Anybody else? 550, anybody get a thought? Pretty dough. 600, everybody gets anywhere. Everybody get 5.5, everybody get 600, 600, money, 60 where? 550, 600. Last call, let her out. 550, 600, 600. Sold her your way, Joe. 550. 425. Thank you, sir. 425. Bought a good set of doughs today. Lot number 77 coming at you.
All right, they're letting 77 in the ring. It's another Alamo daughter out of Schweitzer Hollow Farms, which is Schweitzer Hollow Sports Cat. As another Alamo daughter, it was high-selling buck at the CKC in 2022. He was Dr. Stimmy's Lake Fork Kiko's main herd sire when he sold out his herd. Her dam was one of the high-selling doelings at the Cream of the Crop sale in 2023. She has great genetics. So she's out of Alamo, was a high-selling doe. She's out of Heslington Sesame, which we said was only over here through semen, was actually not a live buck that come over to the U.S., so there's not much, if any, of that semen left. On the bottom side, you got GOT Fiddling Feline, which was that high-selling doe in 2023. She's out of Cherokee Fiddler, which we know is out Loverboy, and then CLP Raging Rivers Cafale, which is a sports cat daughter. Great doe, great genetics, great performance. Let's sell her.
Nice doe from Schweitzer Hollow, guys. My, Sesame's Alamo daughter. Oh, 3 grand, 2-1. Everybody get in. 500, 5.5 everywhere. Everybody get 5.5. Everybody get 600 and a half. Half, 6.5 everywhere. Everybody get half everywhere. Now 7. Yeah, actually 700. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 700. Everybody get half. Now 800. Everybody get, you got again. 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody get on bill. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 80. 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody get on bill. Your turn, Ashley. 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody get 700. Everybody get 80. Buy that good dough. 800. Now half. 80 and a half, 900, but again, everybody get on no bill, but again, like wooden bar, 900, 8 and a half, but again, on no bill, but again, everybody get 999. You only got that money to spend on something you like. Go ahead, 900, 850, 900, but again, on no bill, but again, everybody get 850, 900, but again, on no bill, but again, everybody get 850, 900. Anybody else? 8.5, 900, but again, everybody get 999. So right over here, 850. Thank you. 850. Buyer number?
436.
436.
All right, we're going to change things up again here in just a second. We're going to sell another semen lot. Lot number 78.
Semen lot.
Yep. is GINV 2020. What in the world is going on here? I can't speak, right? The semen is pedigree GINV 22, which we know as, or is otherwise known as Premier Dale. is sired by BBM Dale, who is known for making great does over a JFK Jamila 3, which is a doe sired by the buck Tasman Aristocrat. Tasman Aristocrat is known for above average parasite resistance and moderate frame and great muscle expression. Premier Dale has sired several does which have produced notable test bucks for PJM goats. Premier Dale combines the maternal families of Dale and the Tasman Aristocrat. Daughters of BBM Dale have proven themselves as excellent producers and prominent herds throughout the Kiko industry. And there's 2 straws, and they are stored at Bull Nanza.
2 straws of Premier Dale, guys. A Dale son over an Aristocrat female. 2 straws at Bull Nanza. 500. 5 and everybody get 5 on B, everybody get 5 for everybody get 5, 500, everybody get 5 and a half, and everybody get 500, everybody get 50. 5, 5 and a half, 5, 5 and a half, and everybody 5 bid, 550, where everybody get 5 and a half, money, half, and everybody get 5 on B, everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Gonna let him steal it. 5, 5 and a half, and everybody get 5 on B, everybody get 50, where everybody get 5, 5 and a half, 5, 5 and a half, and anybody else? 5, 5, 50, 5, 5, 50, everybody get 500, everybody get 5 and a half, and everybody get 5 and a half. Now 600, everybody get 600, 600, 600, 600, 9, 6, 9, everybody get half. What are you gonna do? 600, everybody get half, everybody get half, everybody get 600, everybody get 50. 6 bid, 6, 9, everybody get half, everybody get half, half, half. 6, 9, everybody 600, everybody get 50, everybody get 6 bid, 6, 9, everybody get 6 bid. Joseph Sleeden, 6 bid route. 600, everybody get half, everybody get 6, 9, everybody get 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9. Sold at 600 your way, Joe. 417. Thank you, sir. 600 to 417. Lot 79 coming at you guys. 79.
All right, lot 79 is from Pat Lar, PBG Hoosier 2526, sired by BWT Wild Billy. He sired 2 top 10 bucks and a top parasite resistant buck in different buck challenges. Her dam is Blue Sun Daughter and is a litter mate to GHK Painted Wagon. She also has given birth to a top 10 buck in the Oklahoma buck test. So you have tested genetics on top and bottom of this pedigree. All of Pat's lots are tested negative for CAE and Yonis.
Performance goats all the way, guys. Performance all the way from Hoosier Hill. How much on her? Here we go. 3 grand, 2, 1, everybody get in. $1,000 bill, 500. 5 everybody get 5 and a half, and everybody get 50. 5, 5 and a half, and everybody get 5 and a half. Hoosier Hill now 5, 5 and a half, and everybody get 50. Where everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, and where 500, everybody get 50. Where 500 thing I have now 600. 600 computers winning. 600, everybody get 60. Where everybody get $600 bill, everybody get 550. 600, everybody get 60. Where money 60. Where everybody get $600 bill. 600. Now got computer 6 bids. 6 and a half, everybody give half, everybody get 600, everybody get 50, 6 bids, 6 and a half, half, 600, now half, everybody give half, now 7, everybody get 700, everybody get 700, 700, now half, 7 and a half, you got to get in computer, 7, 7 and a half, everywhere, 7, 7 and a half, everybody give half, everywhere, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, everybody get 7 bids, 7 and a half, computer, your turn, 7, 7 and a half, everybody get 700, everybody get 50, 7, 7 and a half, 7, 7 and a half, anybody else, 7, 7 and a half, boom, sold them 700 back to back, 700. 421, 421. Thank you, my friend. 421. Bought another good one. Pretty black doe. All right, lot 80 coming at you guys. Lot 80. All
right, lot 80's coming to the ring. It's another offering from Mike and Lori Rennick. It's MRG 2415. She's out of OLF Wildman, who is from Heslington Sesame. And on the bottom side, or not on the bottom side, but the dam side there, is out of Heslington Sting. And those are 2 again. There's not much, if any, semen left of those. The bottom side is Keeper's Lola, which goes back to Goliath's Keeper, which then goes back to that same Heslington Sting and Heslington Sesame. So we're double bred Heslington Sesame and Heslington Sting. And those are 2 older genetics that you can't find or can hardly find at all. So a nice doe in the ring. Let's bid on her.
Nice big doe from MRG. Take a look at her, guys. Here's a big girl. Hey, 3 grand, 2 grand, $1,000 bill, but you get 10, 500, 5 and a half, everywhere, 600, now half, now 7, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, now 800, 8 and a half, and everybody 8 and a half, and everybody got Joe, 8 and a half, and everybody 8 and a half, and everybody get 50, half, now 900, now half, 9 and a half, and $1,000 bill, but you get 10, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, my man's in, $11 bill, but you get 10, 11, 11, 11, yeah, Joe, $1100 bill, but you get 10, 11, 11, that's 12, 12, 12, but get 12, but get 1300. Yeah, again, Joe. 1300, but get 12, whatever, but get 13, where, but get 13. Better look at this, though, guys. 1300, but get 12, whatever, but get 13. Yeah, Joe. 1300, but get 12, 13, 14, but get 14, 15, 1500. Yeah, again, 1400, but get 15, where? 14, but get 50, where, but get 1400, but get 15, 15, 15. Your turn. 15, 16, 1600, but get 16, where? 16, 17, 1700, but get 17, where, but get 17, 17, 1700. 17 bids, 1700, but get 16, 17, 17, 1700. You got in the ring, 1600, but get 17, where, but get 17, 17, 1700. Let her stand there. 16, but get 17, where, but get 17. Did she look pretty? 17, 18, 1800, but get 18, where, but get 17, but get 18, 18, 18. 17 bid, 1800, but get 18, where, but get 17, but get 18, 18, 18, but get 18, where. Big good though, and she got 1800. A lot of pedigree here, guys. A double bred Heslington Sesame. You can't get that kind of stuff anymore. My. 17, 18. You're back in. Bill, 17, 18, 1800, 18. He said no. 17, but give 18, where, but give 1800, but I get 17, 18, 18, 1800. I have. Boom, solar, 1700. You wait, Joe, 1700. 417. Thank you, sir. 417. Lot 81 coming at you, lot 81. Hey, that's what friends are for.
Yeah, what are best friends for but to run up
Yeah,
the
that's
road right? All right, we're going to lot number 81.
Hey, 81 coming at you guys, lot 81. Blue Roan.
All right, this is from Joseph Miles. This is JMI0131. It's out of Psycho Hillbilly Turnpike, which goes back to Kraken. I love saying that name,
Yep.
Psycho Billy Turnpike. And that was an IVF flush. It's on the bottom side is JTG Honcho's 340, which is performance. Out of Hoosier's Honcho, goes back to Resistol for rapid growth and resistance. And then again on the bottom you got CVK Havoc, which goes back to Chinook over June, which goes back to Titan, and that's one of those three well-known bucks that are going on right now. So you got performance, you got growth, you got rapid growth, you got resistance, everything you need here in one package. So let's bid on it.
And you got the coolest sire name in one of the breeds, Psycho Hillbilly Turnpike. My. How much on her, guys? Here we go. 3 grand, 200, but get in 500. 5.5, but get 50, where, but get 5.5 at where, but get 5.5, and everybody get 550, but get 5.5. 550 where, but get 5.5, money, half at where, but get 5 bill, but get 5.5, 5.5. Who's in for 500? 500, but he get 5 where, but he get 5 where, but he get 5 where, but he get 5 now, half, 5.5 at where, 5 bid, 550 where, but he get 5.5, but he get 5 at where, but he get 500, but he get 50, but he get 5.5, anybody else, 5.5, 600, but he get 60 where, but he get 6 on bill, 550, 600, one more time, 600, but he get 60 where, but he get 6 on bill, but he get 5.5, 600, try one time, Mike Buyer, 600, but he get 5.5, but he get 600 on bill, you on in, 600, but he get 60 where, but he get 5.5, 600, last call, I have 5.5, but he get 60 where, are you sure? 600, but he get 60 where, but he get 5.5, but he get 600 on the bill, 600, let it out, 550, but he get 60 where, but he get 600, I sold her 550, thank you, 550, 411, 550 to 411, thank you.
Well, got another semen lot here coming up. All right, so lot number 82 is another frozen asset. It's a semen lot. There's 2 straws there stored at Bonanza, and it is GFI Terminator XXX. So everybody should know that resistance, and so let's sell a good lot of semen here.
Oh boy, Terminator semen, guys. How much on it? Here we go. Hoo-hoo. $1,000 bill, but he get 10, everybody get 10, 500, 500 where, everybody get 5.5, 600, but he get 60 where, everybody get 600 on bill, but he get 600 where, 550 bid, 60 where, but he get 600 on bill, but he get 5.5, 600, anybody else, 5.5, but he get 60 where, but he get 600 on bill, 600, 9, 6 bid, 6.5 at where, but he get half at where, but he get 6 bid, 6.5, but he get half at where, but he get half, 6 bid, 6.5, but he get half at where, but he get 600, but he get 50, but he get half at where, but he get 6 bid, 6.5, 6.5 at where, but he get half at where, but he get 600, but he get half, 6.5. Anybody else? 600, but he get 50 where, but he get 6 bids, 6.5. I have. Last call. Sold at 600. Thank you. 600. 2628. Thank you, Andrew. Good job. Lot number 83 coming at you guys.
All right, lot number 83 coming in the ring is another offering from SSFK Valkyrie. This is one of my does. She is out of an OLF Midnight Blue, which is a blue sun. or is a son of Blue's son. He is well built. He had deep chest, wide chest, and he had a lot of room, produced a lot of females that had a lot of gut, a lot of room, a lot of length. And she's out of ACK Wahoo's Wonder Woman, which is out of Denali's Wahoo, was the number 2 overall West Virginia buck test winner in 2020. And that goes back to ACK Denali, which also produced that 2020 and the 2021 number 5 overall winner in West Virginia. Below there you got SMK Daisy, which comes as one of Fred's does, which is out of a workhorse, and a Cherokee Fiddler daughter. So a good doe in the ring. She'll go home and work for you. Let's sell her.
He just talked about a lot of middle guys and a lot of length, and she's got it, doesn't she? And wow, be a mama here. How much on her? Here we go. $3,000, $2,000. How about 1,000? Everybody get in. 500. 5.5 everybody get 500. Everybody get 50. 5.5 everywhere. 5.5. Everybody get 50. Where everybody get 5.5. 5.5 everywhere. Anybody look in here? Want a good doe? 5.5 everybody get 50. 5.5. 600. 600. Everybody get 60. Where everybody computers winning, boys. 5.5. Everybody get 600 bill. 600 and a half. Now Ashley's winning. 600. Everybody get half. Everybody get 60. Everybody get 60. Everybody half. Now 7. You got Ashley. 700. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7 on bill. 700. 700. 700. 7. Everybody get 7 on bill. Computers winning, boys. 650. 700. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7 on bill. 7. 7. 7. 650. 700. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Here's a brood doe in the ring, guys. 700. 7. Everybody get 7 on bill. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 0 back in, Ash. 700 on bill. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 700. 6 9. Computers winning, boys. 6 9. 700. Everybody get 7. Everybody gets 7 on bill. I like this doe. Here's a doe. It's got depth, got capacity. She can go gray. She can raise babies. She'll be a mama, and she'll do what she's supposed to be doing for you. 6 9. 700. Hurry if you want her. And big up headed pretty doe. 700. Everybody gets 7. Everybody gets 7 on bill. Everybody gets 6 9. Everybody gets 7. Let her out. 650. 700. 700. I have you on try. 700. 9. 7. 7.5. Everybody gets 7.5. Everybody gets 7.5. Everybody gets 7.5. Everybody gets 7.5. Your turn, computer. 7.5. Now 800. 800. Everybody get 80. Everybody get on bill. Everybody gets 7.5. Everybody give 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. She didn't know. 7.5. Everybody give her on bill. Everybody give 800. 800. 800. I sold her 7.5. Computer got her 750. Buyer number 2652. 750 to 2652. Lot 84 coming, got some semen.
Yep, lot 84 is another 2 straws of semen that are stored in the owner's tank. All right, and this is MCT Genesis. That owner would be James Thompson.
McTavish.
If you,
Abe Lincoln over here.
yeah, if you don't know who he is, he's the one that's dressed up so nice and colorful here. So see him and you buy this, and y'all can work out where to pick it up at. So it's MCT Genesis out of Webb Ajax, over Webb's Blue Dominator, which is out of Blue Sun, over Webb Ginger, and then goes back down to Copyright Tough 052 Girl and PJM Copyright Tough out of a Blues Copyright. All right, so great offering, great semen. Let's sell it.
There's 2 of them, is that right?
2 straws, number 3 overall in the.
You're correct.
I'm sorry, forgive me, I apologize. He was number 3 overall in the West Virginia buck
24.
test in 2024. So let me restate that. He was
Wow.
number 3 overall in the West Virginia buck test in 2024. Thank you
Yeah.
for reminding me of that. I do apologize.
Performance in there, guys. I'm talking about performance. Here we go. How much on the semen? $1,000 bill. 10. Everybody get $1,000 bill. Everybody get 10, 10, 10. 500. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 500. 300. Not half. 3.5. Everybody get half. Everybody get 30. Everybody get 50. 3, 3.5. 350. 300. Everybody get half. Everybody get 30. Everybody get half. Everybody get 3, 3.5. Number 3 in performance overall, West Virginia. 3, 3.5. Everybody get half. Everybody get 3, 350. Anybody else? 300. Everybody get half. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3. Everybody get 3.5. Everybody get 3, 350. Anybody else? Last call. I have 3, 3.5. 3, 3.5. 3, 3.5. I sold it 300. Thank you. 300. Buyer number 420. 420. Thank you, sir. 420. 300. Lot number 85 coming.
All right, lot number 85 coming in the ring is from Jamie and Joseph Marks, SWC Roselli. And Rosalie was born and raised a twin with a 90-day weaning weight of 46 pounds. Her current weight is 118.6 pounds. This doe is a medium frame doe that is packed with meat, and that's what we're here for. Her sire, again, is TMK Aces and Eights, that big buck that we've talked about numerous times, who produced very well, he has produced very well for them. 7th overall at the 2025 West Virginia Buck Test. Her dam is a homegrown doe out of CVK Keepers 116, a TMK Big Kahuna. This doe's been an easy keeper from the start. Her dam and grand dam have been great mothers, and we expect this doe to do the same for you. So it's out of Southwest Creek. Everything's tested negative. Good to go. Let's bid on her.
You want a picture of Kiko doe, guys? Take a look at her. My. Pretty doe, feminine, got a big middle on her, lots of spring rib. She'll make a mama for you guys. Hip yourself here. How much on her? $3,000. 3 anywhere. Better get 3, better get 2, better get 1,000, better get 500, 5.5, 600, 600. Where 600, better get half. 6.5, better get half. Better get 6 bid. 6.5. 600, better get half. 600, better get half. Balanced, made right, feminine, pretty. 6.5. Now 7. 700. Now half. 7.5. Half. Now 800. 800. Better get half. Better get half. 8 bid. 8.5. Better get 50. 8.5. 8.5. Where you at, Joe? 8.5. You with him at 7.5. 7.5. Now 800. 800. Better give 80. Better get 7. Better give 80. 800. Better get 7. Better give 80. Better get on me. Better get 7. Better give 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. Pretty doe. Piece her together. Look at her for a minute. Here's just a doe that'll go home and work for you and do what a Kiko doe is supposed to do, guys. Help yourself. 7.5. 800. 800. Better give 80. Better get on me. Better get 7. Better give 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 800 on bill. 7.5. Better give 80. Anybody else? 7.5. Better give 800 on bill. Better give 800. 800. Let her out. 7.5. Better give 8. 7.5. Back to back. Thank you. 750. 421. 421. Is that right? Yep, sir. Thank you. Nice female. I like that doe. Lot 86 coming at you, guys. Guys, we're winding down here. I want to be sure before we get too deep in this to thank our help back in the back. These guys have been bringing us does all day and don't think it's not a job. We appreciate you guys very, very much. I want to thank Miss Ashley for working the ring here and furnishing all these beautiful necklaces and kind of putting us in style here today. Thank Joe over there. He's been working his rear off. All these guys have been working hard today. Thank you very much. And I'll thank Mr. Jamie here. He's doing a superb job. Lot 86 coming at you guys. 86.
All right, we got another offering from James and Ashley Manfield. This is ASHF Sabra, and she's out of a CVK Hammerhead, West Virginia 18, who done very well in West Virginia buck test in 18. He's out of Titan's Hammer and June 2, and he is a brother to Chinook and Kahuna. On the bottom side, you got SWC Mila and GHK Way Beyond Blue, which is a Blue Sun, out of GHK Widget, which is a doe that you hear and see commonly in pedigrees, which is out of Iron Horse as well. And then the Grand Dam here is Lou K. 14, which is out of Speckles Ace, which goes back to Mr. Speckles, and that's a hot name in the Kiko world right now. So a great doe in the ring, great pedigree. Let's sell her.
Super doe from Asheville, guys. We've talked about them all day. Here's another good big doe that'll make a matron doe for you. Pretty headed, pretty neck, tight shoulder, long bodied, big middle. I'm talking about a brood doe, big old girl. How much on her? Here we go. $3,000, 2, 1. Everybody get in. $1,000 bill. Better get 500. Better get 5.5 at a rear. Better get 5.5. 600. Not half. 6.5 at a rear. Better get half at a rear. Better get 6.5. Better get 7. 7.5. Yeah, Joe. I have not 800. 80 for. Better get $100 bill. Better get 800. Not half. 8.5. Yeah, Joe. 8.5 at a rear. Half. 900. Better get 900. Better get 9.5. Not $1,000 bill. Better get 10. Better get 10. $1,000 bill. 10. 10.5. Yeah, Ashley. 10. 10.5 at a rear. Better get 10. 10. 50. Better get 1,000. 50 where. Better get 1,000. 50. He's out. 1,000. 50 where. Better get 10.5. 10.5. 10.5 at a rear. 1,000. 50. Buy that good doe, boys. 10. 10.5 at a rear. Better get 1,000. 50. You're gonna wish you had. 10. 10.5 at a rear. Better get that. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna wake up tonight about middle of the night and you're gonna kick your covers off the bed and beat yourself to death for not buying that good doe. 10. 10.5. Buy that doe. 10. 10.5 at a rear. Better get 1,000. 50 where. Better get 10 bid. 10.5. 10. 10.5 at a rear. Better get 1,000. 50 where. Better get 10 bid. 10.5. 10 bid. 10.5. Got royal pedigree, guys. 10. 10.5 at a rear. Better get 1,000. 50. Anybody else? 1,000. 50. Better get 10 bid. 10.5. Better get 10 bid. 10.5 at a rear. Better get 10. 10.5. 10. 10.5. 10. 10.5. I'm gonna sell her. $1,000 bill. Better get 10. 10.5. 10, 10, half. They're thinking about it. 10, 10, half. Everybody get down, 50. 10, 10, half. Now 1100. 1100. But we almost on her. 1100. 1100. Now half. 11, 11, half. 11, half. 11, half. 11, half. He said no. 11, 11, half. 11, 11, half. 11, 11, half. I sold her right over here. 1100. Thank you. 1100.
You owe me a beer.
Yeah, I do. Oh, what's that number? Whoa. Do you have somebody in? I'm sorry. I've been dealing over here for an hour. I'm sorry. I got 1100 right here. You'll have to be 11 and a half. 11 and a half. Now 12. Now half. 1300. 1300. Now half. 13 and a half. Now 14.
You can have it.
14. You sure? 13 and a half, 14. So 13 and a half on top. My bad, Joe. 13 and a half. I wouldn't even know you was in the class. I was dealing with these guys hard. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, Joe. Good job. 405, 1350. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you, Bill. Hey, lot number 87 coming, 87. Nice dough. Appreciate y'all bidding on her too, boys.
All right, we got another offering from Warrior Path Kikos. It's WPK Craftsman's 278. It's out of OLF Hammers Craftsman, out of Titans Hammer Son. And on the bottom side, you got CGI Esther's Dream, which is a 9-year-old doe on Andy's farm with excellent udder, great kids, and longevity. And once again, I can just say longevity equals money in your producer's pocket. So 87 is a doe that we have not offered many out of Craftsman's Daughters for sale, making this a unique opportunity for someone's farm. Craftsman's 278 dam Esther is 9-year-old, and we've already said it has a great udder. Remember, folks, longevity again in your herd equals dollars in your pocket.
Craftsman daughter now, Craftsman daughter from Warrior Path. Hey, like her. Hey, here we go. 3 again, 2, 1, everybody get in. 500, 5 and a half everywhere. 550, everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. You doing all right back there, Miss Page? 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 50, everybody get 5 and a half. Getting cold. 500, everybody get 50, where? 500, everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 50, where? Everybody get 5 and a half. Who wants in? 500, everybody get 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 50, everybody get 5 and a half. Who wants in for 500? Nice Craftsman daughter, guys, right here. Worth the money. 500. 5 everywhere. Everybody get 5 everywhere. Everybody get 5 everywhere. Everybody get 5 everywhere. Everybody get 500. 500. Now half. 5 and a half everywhere. 550 where? Everybody get 5 and a half. Money, half everywhere. Everybody get 500. Everybody get 5 and a half. 5 and a half. 5 and a half everywhere. Everybody get 50 where? Everybody get 5. Computer's winning. 5 and a half. I let her out. Sold her 500. Computer got her 500. Buyer number 2640. 500 to 2640. Thank you.
All right,
Good job, Top Livestock. I love that Top Livestock.
Number 88 coming in the ring is another Kenneth and Connie Jesse doe. It's KDJ Tomahawk's Black Hammer. It's out of Outlaw's Tomahawk. Buck we've talked about several times.
Wow.
Goes back to Outlaw, which goes back to a lot of buck test credentials. On the bottom, we got KDJ Hammer's Cookie, which goes back to Drop the Hammer, which was number 5 overall in the West Virginia 2022 buck test, and this buck was also the number 1 buck in fecal egg count then. So you've got great genetics, great size, great resistance, and you've got testing credentials as well, all wrapped up in one nice, pretty package.
Yeah, boy. Black knowing a pretty girl, isn't she? We've talked about big middle, nice made all day, and here's another one from the Jesse farm, guys. What a nice girl from Kenneth and Miss Connie, rather. Big middle, nice balanced doe, made the way one ought to be, guys. Standing out there looking like she should. Nice female ring. How much on her? 3 grand, 3 anywhere. Everybody get 3, everybody get 2, everybody get 1. How about 500? 5 everywhere. Everybody get 5 and a half. Everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half. 600. 600, everybody 600, and black too. 600 and a half. 6 and a half. Everybody give half an hour. Go ahead and bid. It won't hurt. 600, everybody give half an hour. Long anyhow. 6 bid, 6 and a half. Everybody give half. Now 7, everybody get 7. Everybody get 7 on bills. 700, everybody get 7 and a half. Your turn. 7 and a half. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody get 7 and a half. Everybody get 7 and a half. Now 800, everybody give 80. Everybody get on bill. 7 and a half. 800. Now half. 8 and a half. You're out computer. 8 bid, 8 and a half. Everybody give half. Everybody here. Ashley is winning. 8 and a half. 800. Everybody get 50. Half. 9. 8 900. 9 half. Everybody get 9 and a half. Y'all computer. 9 bid. 9 and a half. Everybody. You just can't outdo that, Ashley. 9 and a half. Everybody get 9 bid. 9 and a half. Now $1,000 bill. Everybody get 10. Everybody get 9. Everybody get 10. 9 and a half. Everybody get 10. She's got goodies. Now half. 10. Not 10 and a half. Everybody get 10. 10 and a half. Your turn, computer. 10 bid. 10 and a half. Everybody get 1,000, 50. Where I like this dough, guys. 10 and a half. Now 1100. Your turn, Ash. 1100. Everybody living it. Ashley, you're out. 1100. 1100, 1100. You're out, Ashley. I'll come on, boys. 1100, buddy, 1100, no bill. How about you? 1100, 1100, 1100, buddy, get in 50. 1100, 1100, no bill, buddy, get in half. 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 10, 50, 1100. Pretty black doe. Made the way one ought to be. Looks good. Good example of a good Kiko doe. She'll work, guys. 1100, 1100, 1100. Y'all want back in over there? 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100. Then 50, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100, 1100. Anybody else? 1100, 1100. I have. Boom, sold her 1050, 1050. Computer got her.
2632.
2632. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jesse, for bringing us another nice doe.
All right, we've only got 3 left, folks, so if you come here to buy one and you need to take it home to your spouse, so if you've been here, you've got 3 more to go.
3, that means this many.
Yep. So we have got lot number 89.
89.
Ring, right? Lot
Yep.
number 89,
Oh.
SMK 293. This is another doe from Dr. Fred. This doe's been impressive with good growth and phenotype, with Herschel's Hoss as a sire and copyright tough featured on the dam side. This young doe should be loaded with growth and maternal traits and ready to go to work for you for many years on your farm. Tested negative for CAE and Yonis. So again, on the top, you got Herschel's Hoss, which goes back to Little Joe, and ACK Mulu, which goes back to Denali, which gives you that testing credentials. On the bottom, you got MTF Tufts Flirty Girl, which goes back to copyright tough. And then goes back to Blues copyright. And then you got CVK Apollo, which goes back to Webb Apollo's, the MGR Hammers Lady. So this is a great offering, a great size, a great doe in the rings. Let's bid on her.
Herschel Hoss's daughter, guys, from Stone Mountain, like her. We talked about long as a well rope. She's got some length there. How much on her? 3 grand, 2 grand, 1 pound, another bill. How about 500? 5 and a everybody get 5 and a half, everybody get 5, everybody get 50. 5 and a half, everybody get 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Who wants in? 5 and a half, everybody get 5, 550. Where? Who wants in for 500? 5 and everybody get 5, 500 and a half, 5 and a half, everybody get 5, everybody get 50. Where? Everybody get 5, 5 and a half. You need some length, guys. She'll put it on you. 5 and a half, 600. Computer's winning, boy. 600. Everybody get 60, everybody get 5 and a half, everybody get 600, everybody get 60, where? 600, everybody get 5 and a half, everybody get 60, where? Everybody get 600, 600, anybody else? 550, 600, 600, last call, let her out, sold her 550, thank you, 550, going to the computer, 2660, thank you.
All right, so number 90 is a scratch. We'll move on to number 91. 91 is another doe just coming to the ring. It's MRG 2588, another offering from Lori and Mike Rennick out of MRG HH Tricks, which goes back to CVK Hammerhead, West Virginia 18, which was the number 9 at West Virginia. His full brother to Chinook and Kahuna. They're out of Titans Hammer and June. Goes back to MRG Trixie, which is a carbon copy, one of 2 sons of Blues copyright. This carbon copy, Mike said there's only 2 that PJ Murphy let out, and this is one of them there. On the dam side, you got MRG Lula, which is out of Red Bull, which goes back to Thriller, and Sunny Boy's Keeper, which goes back to Sunny Boy. So on the bottom side, your double bred Sunny Boy there. So a good pedigree, good testing pedigree, good maternals, everything you need in one big package.
Another great doe from the Rennicks, guys. Another great doe from the Rennicks. Pedigree backed up for generations. Hey, like her. Here we go. 3 grand, 2, 1. Everybody get in. 500, 5 and a half. Everywhere. 600, 600. Not half. Everybody get half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Yeah, computer. 6 bid half. Everybody get half. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 50. Your turn, computer. Come on now. 600. Everybody get half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get half. Everywhere. Pretty doe. 600. Everybody get half. Everybody get half. Everybody get 6. Everybody get 50. Bids in the crowd. 600. Everybody get half. Everybody half. Everybody get 6 bids and a half. Everybody 650. Where? Everybody give half. Everywhere. Computer's turn. 6 bid. 6 and a half. Everywhere. Joe's winning. 600. Everybody give half. Everybody give half. Everywhere. I have last call. 6, 6 and a half. 6, 6 and a half. You got her, Joe. 600. 408. Thank you, sir. Bought another good one. 408. Been buying them all day. Lot number 92. 92. If y'all come to get a goat and don't have one, hate to tell you, but this is your last chance. Wow, did we save one of the best ones for last? Take a look here.
She's a nice one, and we're finishing up with a nice one. Guys, I want to remind you that you'll need to check out at the back. You'll need to get a loading slip, and then you'll need to bring it around to the front. You'll probably need to give these guys about 10 or 15 minutes to get everything reset, cleaned up, and get ready to load your goats out. They worked hard, so give them just a minute to get caught up and get everything done. Just wanted to make a little reminder of that before we look at this last doe here. So the last offering was from Daryl Bird. It's GSK Zoy's a 759. She has been an easy keeper and never wormed on Daryl's farm. 759 is a moderate frame doe with great muscling in the loin area and is structurally correct. You can say that again. Her dam was the highest indexing doe as a yearling at Daryl's farm.
Wow.
And she is ready to go to your place and find a boyfriend and get to work.
You bet.
She is looking good. She's got color to burn. She's out of on the bottom side. She's Cajun Corey, and then she goes to Blue Knight, which goes back to that Terminator line, which is going to give you some resistance. And then it Outlaws Dark Chocolate, which goes back to MGR Outlaw, which is going to give you some of that testing stuff, testing performance there on the bottom as well. So this is a great doe, a great offering, good looking doe. Let's bid on her.
Super doe. One quick thing, guys. Who all here don't subscribe to the Goat Rancher? Goat Rancher Magazine. I know most of you do. Is anybody here doesn't subscribe to it? The Goat Rancher Magazine. If you don't subscribe to it, see Miss Linda and you can get 6 months for $10. 6 months for $10 at the Goat Rancher if you don't get it. Daryl, you brought us a whale of a doe here. Pretty girl. Isn't she nice, guys? Black and tan doe, big top on her, straight as she can be, beautiful neck, tight shoulder. Another good example of guys of a great Kiko doe here. This go home for you and work for you, I guarantee you. Daryl brought you a super doe here. How much on her? $3,000, $2,000, how about $1,000? How about 500? Everybody get in. 5.5, 600, not half. 6.5 for everybody gets 6.5 and everybody gets here. Everybody gets half, 6.5 for half. Now 7, gets 7 no bill. Everybody gets 7. Ashley's winning. 700, everybody gets 7. Everybody gets 7 no bill. Everybody gets 6.5. Everybody gets 7. 700, not half, and everybody gets 7.5. Now 8. Everybody get 80. Everybody on bill. 7.5, everybody get 8. Everybody get your computer 8 no bill. Everybody gets 7. Everybody get 8. Nice doe, isn't she, guys? Take a look at her. 800, not half, 9. 8.5, everybody get 9 no bill. Everybody get 9 for everybody get 9. 8.5, 900, 8.5, but again, no bill, but again, none for everybody, none for everybody, 9. Coming from a great breeder and a darn good doe, guys. I like her. Help yourself. 900, you want her? 900, but again, no bill, but again, none for everybody, 9. 850, 900, won't try her one time. 8.5, 900, not half, 9.5 at everybody, 9, get 50, none be 9.5 at everybody, 9, everybody, 9.5 at everybody, 9.50, 9.5 at everybody, 9.5, 9.5. We need her to bring all she can, guys. Daryl needs to buy some long breeches. 9.5 at everywhere. 9.5 at everybody. It's cold out here. 9.5 at everybody. 9 50 where, but you're not being not half at everywhere. 9.5 anywhere. Computer's winning. Anybody else? 9 being 9.5 at everybody. 9.5. 9.5. 950. 950. Last doe today. 9.5. 9.5. I have. Computer's got her. Boom, sold her 900. Thank you. 900. Going to 2623. 2623. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Mountain Premier Invitational, guys, we appreciate everybody coming. Thank y'all for staying with us. Be sure and settle up back there. Thank all the consigners for a great set of goats. Thank Jamie for doing a super job today, and thank Mike and all the McGills for having us up here. We're Kimmer Auctioneers out of Tennessee. If we can help you do a sale anywhere, anytime, let us know. We'd be glad to work with you. Thank y'all for being here. Be safe going home. Blessings with your goats. Thank you so much. We didn't say a big prayer today. We said one down there to lump. We want to thank our veterans, and you all be praying for our country, guys. We know we've got a lot of turmoil going on. Be saying prayers for our country, our leaders, and our whole bunch, our veterans, and all the folks. Thank y'all for coming. Love you. See ya. Be safe going home. Bye-bye. Thanks, Top Livestock.
Party room's empty, I'd assume there's somewhere else to go.